Baseball diamond OSU, again after winning 2 out of 3 in Waco. They are 59-45 all time against the Bears. Josh Holliday, he is 21-12 versus the Baylor Bears again in his tenure. Want to remind you fans out there that the next time you plan to shop and dine in Stillwater, make sure to stop by Merrifield Office Supply, Freddy's Frozen Custard, Charlie's Discount Drug, Dupree Sports, Furniture Showcase, the Rhinestone Cowgirl, the Stillwater Regional Airport, Mexico Joe's, Eskimo Joe's, and B&C Business Products. These great Stillwater businesses are proud partners of the Visit StillwaterOK.org Shop and Dine Stillwater program supporting all OSU athletic teams. Cowboys again with their winning streak rolling in here to Arlington with a lot of confidence and momentum, and it starts all over again on this Wednesday afternoon as the Cowboys and the Bears again play their first game here in Arlington. Again, it's a new format, 12 teams, single elimination. You lose, you're done. No more double elimination tournaments, at least not this year at the Big 12 tournament. Also, it will no longer be in Arlington. It's already been announced this tournament will move to Arizona. Surprise, Arizona in the Phoenix area. And again, a spring training facility there owned by the Texas Rangers and Rev Entertainment and the Kansas City Royals share that facility. But the Surprise Stadium in Surprise, Arizona will be hosting this Big 12 postseason tournament beginning next year. But we're still in Arlington this weekend and trying to determine the Big 12 champion. The Cowboys are the defending champion of this tournament, having beat the Oklahoma Sooners in this tournament 1 year ago. Cowboys making their 26th appearance here in the Big 12 Baseball Championship. Cowboys have a 43-43 all-time record. Josh Holliday, though, is 30-17. Cowboys again have advanced to the tournament finals 7 times under Josh Holliday. 2014, 2015, 2017, 2019, 2021, 2023, and 2025. And OSU has won 4 Big 12 titles. 2004, the Cowboys won their first one, a wild 10-9, 13-inning victory at the old stadium here for the Rangers, the outdoor facility next door. Cowboys defeated the Missouri Tigers 10-9. Again, in 13 innings to win that title. The Cowboys at 2017, they came back and knocked off the Texas Longhorns in the title game, and that was an interesting tournament. The fact that Cowboys had to win 2 games against OU to get into the tournament, then an 8-team double elimination event. Cowboys got in as the number 8 seed and became the first number 8 seed to win the tournament title in the history of this event. They knocked off the Texas Longhorns in the finals. 2019, the Cowboys returned to the championship finals, knocked off West Virginia that year 5-2. And last season, the Cowboys defeating Bedlam rival Oklahoma 9-3 to take the tournament trophy. We're getting ready to find out what's going to happen here in 2025. But next up, another big story this week was the resignation of the Cowboys' 13-year pitching coach, Rob Walton. That was the big story this week, as Rob has decided to hang it up as the pitching coach of the Cowboys after a long, successful run in Stillwater. We're going to catch up with Rob, and we'll talk about that up here next on the Dugout Show. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
1890 Original is the go-to game day beverage for Cowboys everywhere. Brewed by Cowboys for Cowboys in Stillwater, the blonde ale is smooth, crisp, and refreshing. Named for the year OSU was founded, 1890 Original is available at OSU sporting events, the Iron Monk Tap Room, and statewide on draft and at your favorite stores. Make 1890 Original a part of your game day tradition. Keep it classy, Cowboys. Enjoy responsibly. Iron Monk Brewing Company, official craft beer of Oklahoma State Athletics.
Chris's University Spirit on Campus Corner at Stillwater, Oklahoma is proud to be your one-stop Cowboy shop since 1986 and proud sponsor of Cowboy and Cowgirl basketball. We specialize in custom-printed OSU apparel and merchandise and pride ourselves in giving our Cowboy fans the best game day shopping experience in the state. So whether it be a new orange hoodie or a new hat, we have all the gear to get you game day ready. Come see us at 3rd and Knobloch on historic Campus Corner and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember, you can shop 24/7 at chrisuniversityspirit.com, and thanks to all of our loyal and true customers.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has connected students and businesses with career training opportunities.
We help students explore their passions, and we help adults learn new skills for new careers.
We work directly with Oklahoma businesses to make sure you get the skills employers need.
Employers today care more about skills. That's why we offer training in school districts and technology centers statewide.
More Oklahomans value workforce education than ever before.
Oklahoma Career Tech,
a workforce solution.
Dr. Alex Detweiler at Ortho Oklahoma and Stillwater Medical is here to help manage and treat your chronic spine pain with a full range of treatments. After a thorough consultation, Dr. Detweiler helps you choose the best approach from surgical and the latest non-surgical options. For information about our nationally recognized orthopedic care or to schedule an appointment, visit orthook.com. Ortho Oklahoma. We've got your back.
Welcome back to the Dugout Show from Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas. Rex Old with you as Oklahoma State Cowboys ready to open up play here in the Phillips 66 Big 12 Baseball Championship. Cowboys taking on the Baylor Bears today in Game 1 alongside the 13-year pitching coach of the Cowboys and a former Cowboys standout back in the day, Mr. Rob Walton. And the big news this week that Rob is going to step down after 13 years as the pitching coach. Hopefully that's 3 weeks or so down the road as the Cowboys continue to make their run. But Rob, again, the Cowboy Nation, again, appreciates what you have done. And like I say, just your thoughts about putting a wrapper on it as far as your OSU career.
Yeah, it's a 27-year career, so that weighs in a lot. Turned 62 in April. Coached nearly 1,700 college games. And you've been married 35 years, and so a lot of those, initial years when you're trying to, we had to start that program at ORU because it wasn't a good place. And then we got a chance to, turn that program around, and then and that's a lot of fun. And it's a lot of work. So, those early years at ORU, I got half my salary for maintenance. You're kind of scratching and clawing each month to make it work, and you got 3 kids and a wife, and so, you wouldn't get home till 9:30 or 10. So, the wife is really the rock. She's the one that's, holding the family together while I'm doing what I want to do, So, after those years of really that amount of time, it's you get a choice to make. I love to compete more than anybody. I like being around the players and developing them and doing those things, but it just comes down to a decision where it just needs to come full circle in my eyes after 35 years of marriage and her grinding the way she's grinding, take care of the kids and get them to games and things like that. And I have a son that's played in the major leagues. He's got 175 back. Big leagues. I've seen 8 at-bats. I saw 1 high school game his senior year. I missed graduations. The things that you could, in a family life, take vacations or things like that. They're all put aside. So you get to a point where you're trying to teach your players about mental discipline, doing the right thing, staying being strong in tough moments, on the field, because you'll be able to relate it off the field, trying to teach baseball and life skills at that time. So then now I'm sitting in that same seat where I'm a part of my career where I've got to evaluate that situation. And I think for me, it just needs to come full circle that, the time that my wife has been by my side going through that, and it was important for me to get now here at the back end, from, next 10 years of being able to do something for her and us together, because you first get married, you have those vows and whatnot, they got to mean something. So for me, they do mean something. So you got to put your own passion here or there and I'm just trying to do what I think is right for our journey as a family, to kind of go that direction. And that's honestly the main reason to do it. So we got some good years coming up, so I want to take advantage of those good years, both in good health. So I need to get back to her, to the kids, and finish this thing the right way.
Well, you simply said to me, it's time, and that comes for all of us. It'll come for me sooner than later, too. But, boy, let's just focus again. You had great success at ORU and as a head coach, and again, a pitching coach there prior to. But, again, the decision to join Josh and the staff back at your alma mater in these last 13 years. I mean, go back to Hatch and, Freeman's and Jensen Elliott's. And, boy, you've had a heck of a run and a lot of great players here at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, a lot of awesome kids, and that's what makes the job worthwhile. You feel like that you're working with really good kids, good families, like a Jensen Elliott. And there's numerous to mention. There's way too many to mention. Those first few years were awesome. It's difficult. And this freshman class of pitchers we got in is maybe the best freshman class we've had since 2014. So I think they're special. Next year they should be lights out. I expect them here to help us make this run, throw the ball really well. To go back to your alma mater and do that and stay and the kids have, I think what we've done as a staff have been really consistent, and I told you that earlier. It was nice to finish first in pitching last year. Now we're third overall, but we're first in conference, in pitching, and it wasn't turning out that way, but over the last month we pitched really, really well. I think we'll have a conference pitcher of the year. So Harry's pitched awesome. Sean has pitched great. Mario's pitched great. We got some guys coming back from injury. Gabe has come back now and starting to throw the ball good. Hunter is improving all the time. So Stormy Rhodes, Weck, and Lund and Brownie, they're all going to be really, really good. So the future on the mound is really good, but I'm proud of these guys of how they took some hits early, but have really performed over the last month. In conference games only, to lead our league in pitching is pretty special.
Oh, no doubt, and you should have the conference pitcher of the year, as you said. We haven't heard that announcement yet. But, Rob, again, what this ball club has done, the winning, I didn't know. 3 weeks ago, we were all kind of wondering, where's he going to head? But these kids got on a roll. They hung in there all year long. They won, again, 9 of their last 10. And here you look up, and now your RPI and everything's in good shape. And looking forward to, hopefully, a postseason run.
Yeah, it's for me. I've gone to postseason 26 years in a row. I've never missed an NCAA tournament. I don't plan on missing one. And that was kind of the goal a month ago. If we could literally take an uptick on the mound and shut some people down, it'll give a chance for the offense to kind of get going, breathe a little bit easier. But, if we get caught being down 3 or 4 early, it puts a lot of pressure on offense. So if we can get some zeros on the board, I thought, and take a little pressure off of that, I think people start relaxing a little bit and the bats will start to come. And that's kind of what's happened, over the last few weeks, is that we've been able to put some good starting pitching together and get a lot of zeros put up on the board. forward, and it's allowed us to play a lot better for sure.
And Sean Youngerman, I assume that's why you held him out over the weekend, so he'd be fresh and ready to go today against the Baylor Bears.
Yeah, that's exactly why we did it. We felt like we needed. We're in again before the Arizona State series. We're thinking we may have to win the tournament to get in the NCAA tournament. So if we got to win the tournament to get in the NCAA tournament, game one becomes really important. Sean's been able to throw the ball really well, and then so if we hold him out, Hunter has gotten starts during the season. So we felt good about him start on Sunday and allows Sean to get a little bit more rest. We threw him just one inning to stay sharp, and then be able to be good on Wednesday to give us a good opportunity to win game one. So there's strategy in there for sure, but we played very well and swept them, so that was a big deal for us, and then it put us in a much better spot. So like I said, we just need to continue to pitch and play defense, and if we do that, we should get enough timely hits in that part of it to make it work. And that year we made our run to Omaha. It was very similar to that. We pitched and played defense great, and then we got the timely hitting and made our run.
Well, Rob, I could talk to you all day, and of course we've had a lot of conversations over the years, but it's been my privilege to cover you. You've always been a class act. Appreciate our relationship, and professionally and again off the field. But again, best of luck to you and Michelle and the kids, whatever you decide to do. But let's make a nice run here this weekend and into next, and maybe the week after that, and we'll see what happens. But congratulations.
Yeah, that is definitely a focus. I would like to be coming home from Omaha is when I want to, for the way I want to finish it. So yeah, all the focus has been over that last month is just to really try to get this put together to where we can make that run. So, but blessed to being able to coach at Oklahoma State, blessed that they gave me an opportunity. Athletic department, Josh, Coach Holder, everybody's been awesome. Yeah, there'll be a lot of really, really good memories for sure. But right now I'm not really thinking about it. I'm just thinking about, game one and pitch one right now and how we're going to navigate that game.
No doubt, Coach. Get after it. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Rex.
All right, that is Rob Walton, the pitching coach of the Cowboys. Able to catch up with Rob again after his announcement of, hanging him up as the pitching coach at Oklahoma State Cowboys after 13 great years. And, we didn't wind up. We taped this, of course, before the announcement, and Harrison Bodendorf was not the pitcher of the year, but in our eyes, and I think to most people, there's no doubt he was the best starting pitcher in the Big 12 Conference. The numbers bear that out. He was a newcomer of the year, but he got edged out as far as the pitching of the year award. And again, Rob's had a list of those guys over the years who have claimed that award. And again, we all feel that Bodendorf, deserved it. But, again, that's not the way they voted it in. So he was honored, and rightly so, with his amazing record. But anyway, we taped this a little earlier before that announcement came down the pike. But we appreciate, Rob Walden, and again, spending some time with us. And he is going to be greatly missed as a fixture here with the Oklahoma State Cowboy baseball team for the last 13 years. But as he said, let's make a run. He doesn't plan on not missing an NCAA tournament as he's been going every year in his coaching career. So he plans on getting back there, and the Cowboys in good shape to make another run. Maybe need to win a game here just to make it official, but RBI-wise and otherwise, with this last little stretch run by the Cowboys, they should be in great shape. But again, thanks to Rob Walton for taking some time to visit with us, and we'll continue with more here from Arlington, Texas, as we take a time out. This is the Dugout Show, and this is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
Hey Cowboys, we know life can throw some tough challenges your way, so when it gets overwhelming, remember, you're not alone. So while you're packing the stands at O'Brate Stadium to cheer on the Cowboys this season, be sure to check in on your friends and those a part of the Cowboy family. Call or text 988 to talk to crisis counselors who are trained to help anyone struggling with mental health crisis. Visit wellness.okstate.edu for any additional resources. We take care of one another. It's the Cowboy way. Text or call 988 for help.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Do you have someone who deserves to be honored for serving the community, country, and love for Oklahoma State and the Cowboys? Bob Moore Buick GMC and Bob Moore Kia are proud to present Hometown Heroes, honoring service members, teachers, doctors, and other deserving community members for their hard work. To learn more and nominate your hometown hero for their chance to be recognized at an OSU athletics event, visit okstate.com/Bob Moore today. Go Pokes!
Cowboy fans, Chief Matt Davis here. Seven Clans First Council Casino and Resort is an entertainment grand slam. Take the short drive for an amazing getaway for yourself or the entire family. The adults can take advantage of all the newest games at the home of life-changing jackpots, while the kids can surf the waves of our indoor water park and soak up the fun in our game room. Seven Clans First Council Casino and Resort is located right in the middle of Cowboy Country, north of Newkirk. Seven Clans First Council Casino and Resort and OSU Athletics, where the winners play.
Rexo back with you on the Dugout Show from Arlington, Texas. Globe Life Field, the home of the Texas Rangers, and also the home of the Phillips 66 Big 12 Baseball Championship. And again, we're obviously not starting on time today for this particular ball game, which is scheduled to already be underway, or in about a minute or two. It should have been underway. Again, the game that just ended prior to this one, again, took a little longer than it should. And so this game is being, Oklahoma State Baylor game is being delayed. So that's why we got an extra long extended version of this edition of the Dugout Show. But we'll take you to the first pitch. It's going to be coming up. But again, we've got about 28 minutes according to the clock out there in center field before this first pitch will be thrown here. I want to remind you of our travel partner here on the Cowboy Baseball Network. That's Budget and Amos Car and Truck Rental in Stillwater. They take care of all of our travel needs as we follow the Cowboys around the Big 12 Conference and around America, and here to the Phillips 66 postseason Big 12 championships. Budget and Avis Car and Truck Rental, two of the great names in the rental industry, and Pampo and all the gang out there just west of Stillwater. They're on Highway 51. Take care of, again, our travel needs, and got a beautiful automobile that cruises right down here in all the inclement weather safely to our hotel and the tournament. They'll take care of your travel plans this summer. Need a more reliable automobile, need more room, better gas mileage. Check with Pam and the crew. And again, they'll figure out what you need there at Budget and Avis Car and Truck Rental at 9300 West 6th Street in Stillwater. Give them a call at 405-372-1382. That's 405-372-1382. Also, don't forget, right there in that same great location, you'll find Store It Right Storage Facilities. And again, Joe and Pam Bowe, the owners and managers of that, right there in that same locale. Find them online at storeitright.net. Store-it-right.net, or give them a call at 405-372-9999. Store It Right Storage Facilities, climate and non-climate controlled units. And again, you got someone that you needed to store some things there, a student at OSU, whatever the case may be. Check there with Joe and Pam, and again, the gang there at Store It Right Storage Facilities, right there in the same locale with Budget and Avis Car and Truck Rental, our travel partner here on the Cowboy Baseball Network. Having said that, it's time for our Brahms Fresh Market Fresh Take look at the Big 12 Conference. And, of course, it's the conference tournament. And, again, already a couple of finals in from today. This is the first day of this event that's been going on since 1997. And, again, 2 games already finals this afternoon, this morning. The first game began at 9 a.m. That was Arizona State and BYU. And, boy, The Arizona State Sun Devils, they were again, as they came to Stillwater last weekend, they were only a half a game out of first place. And they wound up losing 3 to the Cowboys. They lose another one here. They wound up as a number 5 seed. And again, lost to 12 seed Brigham Young earlier today, 2-0 the final. And then the game that just went a little long that just got completed was Cincinnati and Texas Tech, the number 8 and 9 seeds. Cincinnati, the number 8 seed, knocked off the Texas Tech Red Raiders, the number 9, by 1 run, 6-5. So we're waiting Oklahoma State and Baylor here. The Cowboys, the 7 seed, the Baylor Bears, the 10 seed. And then following that, game 4 tonight will be at 8 o'clock. And that's the number 6 seed Kansas State Wildcats against the number 11 seed, the Houston Cougars. And then the top 4 seeds will get into the fray on Thursday. And we already know the matchups. The 9 a.m. game will be the number 4 seed Arizona meeting the number 12 seed Brigham Young. And then the 12:30 game scheduled tomorrow will be the number 1 seed, the regular season champion West Virginia, currently on a 4-game losing streak of its own. And again, West Virginia will take on Cincinnati. Again, the winner of the game just moments ago against Texas Tech. So West Virginia taking on the 8 seed Cincinnati at 12:30 tomorrow. And then Kansas, the number 2 seed, will play the winner of the game getting ready to happen here between Oklahoma State and Baylor. The winner of that game gets the number 2 seeded Kansas Jayhawks, and that'll be tomorrow afternoon, again a 4 o'clock start. We hope in that vicinity if the Cowboys win. And then the last game on Thursday will be a 7:30 start time, and that is the TCU. And TCU will meet the winner of game 4 tonight between Kansas State and Houston. Again, the tournament moves into Friday then with the semifinals, and those games at 4 o'clock and 7:30. If the Cowboys win, they would be in that 7:30 game on Friday night. And then the championship game is on Saturday evening at 6 o'clock. And again, we'll have to wait and see who shows up for that. Also, the Brahms Fresh Market Fresh Take tonight. Also, again, or this afternoon, includes the All Big 12 awards handed out. As we mentioned, Harrison Bodendorf, feel like the pitcher of the year, but that was not the case. We do know the player of the year just played. Carrington Cross of Cincinnati hit over 400 as the player of the year in the Big 12 Conference. Again, the pitcher of the year turned out to be the Houston reliever Antoine Jean. Jean is the pitcher of the year, the first reliever to ever be awarded the Big 12 Pitcher of the Year honors. Then you had the co-newcomers of the year, Matt King, the great hitter from Arizona State, and Oklahoma State standout junior left-hander Harrison Bodendorf. They shared newcomer of the year honors in the Big 12 Conference. The freshman of the year was Sawyer Strauss-Snyder of TCU. The scholar athlete of the year was Tony Pluta of the University of Arizona. And the coach of the year, that was Dan Fitzgerald of the University of Kansas. The All Big 12 first team selections. And again, Bodendorf, the only Cowboy in that group. The catcher was Logan Sauvé of West Virginia. The infielders then, Matt King of Arizona State, Tyreek Kemp of Baylor, who we're getting ready to see face off against the Cowboys. Of course, the player of the year, Carrington Cross from Cincinnati, along with Brady Bollinger of Kansas and Core Jackson of Utah. Then the outfielders on the All Big 12 first team. That's Isaiah Jackson of Arizona State, Strauss-Snyder of TCU, Damian Bravo of Texas Tech, and Logan Hughes of Texas Tech. The designated hitter, Noah Franco of TCU. The utility player was Landon Hairston of Arizona State. Then your starting pitchers, again, that was Tommy Lepore of TCU, Coulter McAnally of Utah, and Griffin Kern of West Virginia, along with Oklahoma State's Harrison Bodendorf with his 10-1 record and 2.43 earned run average on the year. And then your relievers, Cole Carlin of Arizona State. Gabe Craig of the Baylor Bears, again getting ready to take on the Cowboys. And, of course, Antoine Jean, a relief pitcher who was also, again, the pitcher of the year. The only Cowboy on Big 12's second team was Sean Youngerman, and he got selected twice to the second team All Big 12 team. That was as a starting pitcher and as a relief pitcher. So Youngerman listed as a starting and relief pitcher, second team All Big 12, and of course he is the Cowboys starter in this game this afternoon. And then the Cowboys had some folks recognized as honorable mention All Big 12 this year. Colin Brigham, Ian Darty, the Cowboy catcher, Brigham the first baseman. Pitcher Mario Pesca, the two-time All-American Nolan Schubert, making the honorable mention list this year, along with Braden Smith, who's had an awesome year and, again, has been one of the hottest hitters in America here down the back stretch of this season. And, again, he was honorable mention. Braden Smith, the outfielder, second baseman for the Cowboys, honorable mention All Big 12. No Cowboys on the all-freshman team. TCU had 5 players selected, excuse me, on the all-freshman team. So, again, Mason Brassfield, Cade Udy, Noah Franco, and Strauss Snyder, along with Nolan Traeger. And then you had from Arizona, Smith Bailey on the all-freshman team, along with Landon Hairston of Arizona State, a man that's, again, playing for the Baylor Bears against the Cowboys this afternoon. Pearson Reebok, the third baseman. Cincinnati also had all-freshman team selection in Quentin Coates, and Kansas State had one in A.J. Ivasco. And then the final 2 members of the all-freshman team, Austin Rolig of Utah and Gavin Kelly out of West Virginia. Anyway, that is your Brahms Fresh Market, Fresh Take look at the Big 12 Conference. Again, the conference tournament, the conference standings, and the All Big 12 honorees, all again being announced yesterday. And chance to remind you folks that come in for all your grocery needs at your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market. Incredibly fresh, incredibly convenient. Brahms, a proud partner of OSU Athletics. We'll continue with more on our Dugout Show, an extended Dugout Show after we take this time out. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
My son Ricky took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me, and I contemplated suicide. My grandson, I was gonna have to be here for him. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe.
Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
This message is for Shauna, my mom who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You taught me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never, ever become a minivan mom. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
with you on an extended version of The Dugout Show. Rex Holt with you, and again, The Dugout Show and all of our pregame coverage of Cowboy baseball brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. And if you Cowboy fans out there, do you know someone who should be recognized as Bob Moore Buick GMC and Kia hometown hero for their impact in the community and who love Oklahoma State University? To nominate your hometown hero at an upcoming baseball game, go to okstate.com/Bob Moore. The Cowboys and the Baylor Bears, and again, about ready to renew their rivalry. Again, they just met a couple of weeks ago in Waco, Texas. The Cowboys winning their first two games. And at that point, the Cowboys had won 8 in a row over Baylor. Looked like it was going to be 9 in a row on Sunday afternoon as the Cowboys, again on Mother's Day, wound up again with a 2-run lead. That's after Baylor brought in their outstanding closer. Again, he had not appeared, and they had anything to close at that point. But Gabe Craig came into the game, and the Cowboys jumped on him, Braden Smith in particular, as, again, he came on in the 6th inning. And the Cowboys, again, with 2 outs and the bases loaded, they brought him in. And Braden Smith came up with a 2-run single, the first batter he faced. And again, that gave the Cowboys a 4-2 lead. And then he took it the rest of the way. But he wound up, as it turns out, getting the win on that day, because Baylor, in the bottom of the 8th inning, the Cowboys still had that 2-run lead. The Cowboys went to Gabe Davis. First batter hit a line drive that was caught in center field. Right after that, Gabe gave up a double to Travis Sanders, gave up a single to Tyreek Kemp. Then Wesley Jordan came through with an RBI double. And then there was an intentional walk. Then there was a fly ball to left field. Alex Conover came in and made the catch of that fly ball with the runner, again, tagging at third base. That runner tag, it came, and Conover made the catch, fired, again, a good throw to the plate. A one-hop throw at that point. Bo Sylvester doing the catching for the Cowboys, but that one-hop throw that looked like it might have beat the runner, well, it was not caught at home plate. It went to the backstop, and that run scored, and that run did tie the game. So the two teams wound up in extra innings, while Gabe Craig was, again, retiring the last 7 Cowboys in a row. The Cowboys brought in Hunter Watkins. He got the Cowboys through the 9th inning. A 1-2-3 ninth. He got the leadoff man in the 10th. Gave up a single to Tyreek Kemp. A balk was called, and that was controversial to move that winning run down to second base. Then Wesley Jordan popped out. And then the Cowboys went ahead and intentionally walked Pearson Reebok, and that brought up Hunter Simmons. And Simmons hit a little ground ball up the middle. It looked like Drew Culbertson would just pick it up, and that would be that. We'd move on to the 11th inning, but Culbertson dropped the ball as he picked it up and dropped it. And then in his anxiety, it was like, oh, man, that he had made an error. The runner, Kemp, just kept on rounding around third base and kept coming. And by the time Culbertson realized, picked up the ball through home too late, and the Bears scored and again won that wrap-up game 5-4. So again, that was the last time these two teams again had seen each other, but Baylor able to pull out that win. And then Baylor, as I said, went ahead and went to Orlando, Florida. They won 2 out of 3. Again, they did lose the series finale there against UCF, but they did win 2 out of 3. And here they are. They're ready to take on the Cowboys again with their 10-16 record in the Big 12. And again, 11th place, the 11th seed in this tournament. Under third-year head coach Mitch Thompson. Again, a 30-20 record overall. The Cowboys, well, with this last run to close out the regular season, they are now 24-21. Again, winning 9 of their last 10. Under 13th-year head coach Josh Holliday, and moved all the way to the number 7 seed, 12-11. The Big 12 Conference play. Excuse me, I'll take that back. Better look at my updated scorecard. Cowboys 27-22. 15-12 in Big 12 conference play into that number 7 spot. And again, the RPI right now number 45 for the Cowboys, so in good shape. And most of the projections have the Cowboys going on to the NCAA postseason. So again, things looking good, but the Cowboys with a win here in round 1 of this 12-team single elimination tournament would go a long way in getting the Cowboys on to the NCAA postseason. They may be there anyway, but another win here over the Bears would not hurt anything to make sure the Cowboys get into that NCAA tournament once again. We will go ahead and take another timeout here. We will do that on this edition of the Dugout Show as we're headed toward Oklahoma State Baylor baseball today. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll just wrap up the Dugout Show while I'm thinking about it. Let's do that right here, right now, as I look up, and we've killed a lot of time. But we do want to thank our special guest on this edition of the Dugout Show, and that's the Cowboy pitching coach, 13-year pitching coach, Rob Walton. Again, announcing his retirement from Oklahoma State as the pitching coach earlier this week. Able to catch up with Rob, had a nice conversation. Hope you enjoyed that conversation with the pitching coach of the Cowboys, and he, like all of us, hoping for a long run here in the postseason. But thanks to Rob. And now we're going to invite you to stay tuned because Oklahoma State Cowboy Big 12 baseball is coming up next. This is Cowboy baseball from Learfield.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers buy me.
Get your medications, vaccines, and the truth from people you know and trust at Charlie's Discount Drug. Charlie's Discount Drug, trusted pharmacy services for the Stillwater area since 1979. When you need someone to trust, come to Charlie's Discount Drug, 723 South Walnut, Stillwater.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers buy me.
Anytime is a good time to have a howling good time at Stone Wolf Casino. Located at exit 37 off the Cimarron Turnpike between Tulsa and Stillwater. Catch a game on the big screen inside the Wolf Sports Grill while you enjoy some great food and cold beverages. Plus, join the Players Club for your chance to win prizes in their weekly promotions. In a hurry? No problem. Grab some pizza at Mazzio's Go. While you are there, fill up your tank at the Travel Plaza. For food, fuel, and fun, stop by the Stone Wolf Casino.
1890 Original is the go-to game day beverage for Cowboys everywhere. Brewed by Cowboys for Cowboys in Stillwater, the blonde ale is smooth, crisp, and refreshing. Named for the year OSU was founded, 1890 Original is available at OSU sporting events, the Iron Monk Tap Room, and statewide on draft and at your favorite stores. Make 1890 Original a part of your game day tradition. Keep it classy, Cowboys. Enjoy responsibly. Iron Monk Brewing Company, official craft beer of Oklahoma State Athletics.
Brahms is bringing the heat. Introducing Brahms new spicy chicken sandwiches. Flavor this good just can't be beat. Brahms crispy, tender, spicy chicken delivers just enough kick to ramp up our original recipe. Get it regular or club style with crispy bacon and American cheese. Add on Brahms sauce for that extra burst of heat, and you have spicy chicken sandwich perfection. Because nothing is better than Brahms.
Good afternoon once again, sports fans. Rex Hoden along with the Chief, Matt Davis, checking in from Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas, and finally ready with Oklahoma State Cowboy baseball after a long extended dugout show. We are ready for baseball here between Oklahoma State and Baylor. And again, the Cowboys and the Bears have been waiting around here a little extra long, but we are ready to play here. And Chief just saw these guys a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about, again, the extended pregame show that, again, the Cowboys have put themselves in a great position. You follow that closer than I do as far as the projections, but all the projections pretty much have the Cowboys in now.
Yeah, you're right, Rex. And the one thing that I can't wrap my head around is 8 Big 12 teams they have projected in. That's just, I've seen this way too many times that 8 turns into 6 pretty quick when a few upsets started happening. So as of today, you're right. All the pundits have the Cowboys in pretty safely, but as we know, Rex, it's all about what you can handle. And today, you could have a chance to handle them by getting a win on the board against Baylor and just keep strengthening that case so you don't get moved right back to that bubble.
And we've had a great run here, Josh Holiday in particular, with what this Cowboy team has done. This tournament's been important for the Cowboy program, and it's, again, no doubt the Cowboys coming in here. This last run's been great, but we know this Cowboy team came here to win another trophy.
No question. And Josh has always believed, hey, you put that uniform on, it means something regardless who you're playing, and that has no difference than what is happening here. You put that jersey on, you're playing for the school.
All right, the two head coaches down around home plate getting ready to meet with our umpires. We're about ready for baseball, and glad you stuck with us through that long dugout show. Again, brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma A&U. But we're about ready for ball here. And again, Mitch Thompson, his 3rd year as the head coach of the Bears, and Josh Holiday in his 13th with the Cowboys, meeting with our umpires. And a veteran 4-man crew, Doug Williams, will be behind the plate, calling the balls and strikes today. That's your home plate umpire, Doug Williams. Seth Buckminster will be at first base. Angel Campos will be at second base, and Chris Koski is your umpire. Around at third, the Baylor Bears will be swinging the bats first today as the higher seed. Again, they are the number 10 seed in this tournament. Again, 33-21 overall, 13-17 in the Big 12, and leading off will be Enzo Apodaca, the veteran Apodaca in right field, batting leadoff. He'll be followed by Travis Sanders, the second baseman. Batting third, the shortstop Tyreek Kemp. In the cleanup spot, the left fielder Wesley Jordan. Hitting number 5, third baseman Pearson Reebok. In the 6th hole, the designated hitter Hunter Simmons. Batting number 7, playing at first base is Gavin Brzezowski. The 8-hole hitter, the center fielder Ty Johnson. He'll be followed by the catcher Cortland Castle. Castle again batting 9, doing the catching on the mound for the Bears this afternoon. The junior left-hander Ethan Calder. Calder on the mound. Again, the batting order for the Baylor Bears out of Waco, Texas. Apodaca, Sanders, and Kemp. Jordan, Reebok, and Simmons. Brzezowski, Johnson, and Castle. And they'll be facing the Cowboys' junior right-hander Sean Youngerman. Youngerman on the mound. Ian Daugherty will be doing the catching. The inner defense for the Cowboys. Third around to first. Welcome back Brock Thompson at third, and Avery Ortiz back at shortstop. Braden Smith at second. Colin Brigham in at first. The outfield from left to right today for the Pokes. The usual trio, Alex Conover, Colin Ritchie, and Nolan Schubert.
Yeah, Rex, the number this year on Sean Youngerman. It's his 20th appearance, his 6th start. He's 3-1 with a 1.62 ERA. 47 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 32 hits, 12 runs. 11 of those 12 runs have been earned. 6 walks and 54 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting 184 off Sean Youngerman. Youngerman's a 3-pitch guy. Fastball slider, slurve change. Lossy 94 to 97.
And again, a guy that has the distinction of being a starting and relief pitcher on the second team All Big 12 team, covering up both categories. He's a big man, though. He can cover it. Sean Youngerman, 6'3", 230, a junior, originally out of Valencia, California. Was at Westmont College, that NAIA powerhouse, Division II powerhouse, I guess, these days. Again, leading them to a national championship his first year with the Cowboys. Again, whether it's early on working out of the bullpen as a closer, moving into the starting role, he has been solid for the Cowboys. In fact, all 3 of his wins have been at Big 12 coverage play, as again the big right-hander is warming up. Hey, OSU fans, remember, win or lose, you're a winner at Sonic. That's right. Get your favorite drink for half price today or any day when you order through the Sonic app. That's right. Soft drinks, iced teas, slushes, and more. Sonic is the ultimate drink stop, so download the app and sip away. Some restrictions may apply. Youngerman on the mound, ready for the Bears to swing the bats to get this game underway after a kid. Not sure. The previous game ended, and looked like we had about 30 minutes until the 4 o'clock start. But Looks like they're trying to give an hour between games at least.
Well, I think another thing that's thinking about, Rex, is they made everybody clear the stands too after the first session. So I think that probably set us back.
Okay.
Because a lot of the people were still standing down there. They tried to have to get everybody out and then reopen the gates for the second game. So maybe that had an effect on it too.
Yeah. Okay. 2 sessions today. Maybe that was. We were wondering why again. We got 30 minutes. Drag the field and remark it. Let's go. The two teams take in and out, but they don't take BP here. So, but anyway, they didn't ask us. We're here. We're high atop home plate here at Globe Life Field, the home of the Texas Rangers, and at least for one more year, the home of the Big 12 Baseball Championships. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Enzo Apodaca leading it off for the Bears against the Cowboy right-hander Sean Youngerman. Left-hander at the plate, right-hander on the mound. The first pitch, fastball. Missing a little low, ball one, it looks like. Again, we can see in and out, but up and down a little tougher. We're about 4 stories above home plate. The pitch. Off the edge just a bit. The count 2-0. Apodaca coming in hitting at .291 on the season. .270 in Big 12 play. He's ready to pitch. Swing and a miss. A little high cheese there. Swing and a miss at 90 miles an hour. The count moves to 2-1.
Now, next year we play the 4 o'clock game. I don't know if it'll be quite as climate controlled as it would be here. Not surprised.
The temperature is perfect today. And the wind. And really not going to come into play here today as Youngerman, who just doesn't walk, folks, is behind 3-1 on the leadoff man. Enzo Apodaca, the pitch. Pop foul, back up and over. Now to play. The 3-ball, 2-strike count will be, pitch will be coming up. Apodaca was 5 for 11 that weekend set against the Cowboys. He has reached base in 21 consecutive ball games. Redshirt senior, outfielder, the pitch. There's a drive to right center. Schubert headed that way. He's under, drifting under. The big man will make the catch. Fly ball to right center, out number 1 on the board. Good job by Youngerman to come back and get the out.
Yeah, a couple Sundays ago, what Baylor did really good off Sean was really getting deep on that pitch count, foul off a lot of pitches, and kind of got him out of the game maybe an inning or 2 earlier, and they were able to feast on the bullpen there late. But see if he could be a little bit more economical on his pitch count today.
Travis Sanders will be the batter, second baseman, right-handed hitter, and a .338 hitter on the season. The pitch. And that's up just a bit, ball 1. 91 miles an hour on that 4-seam fastball. 1 out, the bases clear in the top of 1. The pitch. Low and away. Started about 30 minutes later than scheduled. But we got nowhere to go. Right on right, the pitch. There's a drive to left center. Headed that way is Colin Ritchie. He's under. He'll make the catch. Of course, this is a big ballpark. Deep, wide gaps. And again, about 334 down the left field line. A little shorter than that, right down to where the pole is, 329 and 334. And then whatever you call it, nooks and crannies or undulations from the left field to the right field corner. The fence goes in and out, 372, all the way out to 410 in left center, then 407 to dead center, 410 to right center, then the 374, back around to 330. The pitch with 2 outs and the bases clear, showing bunt, taking the pitch. Off the plate at down ball 1 is Tyreek Kemp. Couple of fly balls, couple of outs. Kemp comes in hitting .364 on the year, all Big 12. He's got a piece of that one and fouled it off. He's another senior. Well, the Baylor Bears decked out the Kelly green tops today and gray pants. The Cowboys are the home whites. Youngerman ready. Left-handed hitter digs in the pitch. A little high and wide. 2 balls and a strike. Youngerman back in the wind, the pitch. There's a pop-up in the infield. Who's got it? Third baseman coming in. Brock Thompson. Whoa. We had to make a little left turn, but he got there and made the catch.
Nice play by Brock staying with that thing. Then the ball just started releasing out a little bit back into play and ended up making a nice catch.
Well, a little soft shoe to the left to get to that ball in fair territory. That high pop-up. And 3 up, 3 down. Go the Bears here in the top of 1. We head to the home half of the first. We'll give you the batting order for the Cowboys and the defensive alignment for Baylor as we go to the bottom of 1 in Arlington. There is no score. This is Cowboy baseball from Learfield.
August was born 3 pounds, 9.8 ounces. When I first saw him, it was a whole range of emotions. There's stuff I still want to do. Being a young dad, it's not giving up. It's shifting. I looked through his eyes. I envisioned the whole future with him already. To throw the first football to him, give him ice cream for the first time. My life is now devoted to his life.
Through all of fatherhood's firsts, never stop being a dad. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
We've got no scores. We go to the bottom of the first inning in Arlington, Texas. The Cowboys ready to swing the bats for the first time today for head coach Josh Holliday leading off. The red-hot Braden Smith, Cowboys second baseman, bats lead off, followed by the catcher Ian Doherty. Nolan Schubert, the right fielder, bats third, followed by the first baseman Colin Brigham. Then is Jason Jones, the designated hitter. Number 6 hole hitter, the center fielder Colin Ritchie. He's followed by Avery Ortiz, the shortstop, batting 7th. The 8-hole Alex Conover in left. And Brock Thompson back at third base, batting number 9. So again for the Pokes, it's Smith, Doherty, and Schubert, Brigham and Jones and Ritchie, Ortiz, Conover, and Thompson. Facing the left-hander, Ethan Calder. Left-hander Ethan Calder on the mound. Courtney Castle doing the catching. Inner defense. Third to first for the Baylor Bears. Pearson Reebok, Tyreek Kemp, Travis Sanders, and Gavin Brzezowski. The outfield from left to right. Wesley Jordan, Ty Johnson, and Enzo Apodaca.
Rex numbers just here on Calder. It's his 15th appearance. All have been starts. He's 3-6 with a 4.22 ERA.
Left on left, first pitch, outer edge, strike one.
68 innings pitched, last 73 hits, 44 runs. 41 of those 44 runs have been earned. 17 walks and 59 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting 273 off Ethan Calder.
Calder, 5'11", 190. The pitch swung on. There's a ground ball at the first baseman. Brzezowski gloves it, rolls over, makes the unassisted put out. Smith grounds out to first base, one gone.
Calder's a 4-pitch guy. Fastball, slider, curveball, change. Velocity 87 to 90 on his fastball.
And he's already got it out. Smith, a .312 hitter now in the season. Red hot, comes in with a 4-game hitting streak, but a little ground ball to first in his first at-bat today. What brings up Ian Doherty? Cowboys senior catcher, right-handed hitter. The pitch, he's showing bunt, just moving around, making everybody move around in that infield as he takes a strike. He is on a 7-game hitting streak, comes in hitting at .264 on the season. Had a nice senior year. The pitch, and a cold strike. He's in a hole quickly here, 0-2. Senior out of Kingfisher. Reached base in 9 consecutive ball games. One out, the base is cleared, no score. Bottom of inning number 1, the pitch. Swing and a miss. In the dirt, picked up by the catcher. Castle flips to first to make it official. Doherty strikes out, 2 gone. Nolan Schubert the batter. Nolan hitting at .288 on the season. He was 4 for 13 against Baylor. Had 2 home runs that weekend in Waco. And he comes in here on a 6-game hitting streak. Cowboy right fielder Nolan Schubert, 2 outs with the bases clear. Left on left. The pitch. That shift is on 3 infielders on the right side of the infield for the Bears. Kemp, Sanders, Brzozowski. Reebok, the only man on the left side of the field. Closer to shortstop than he is third base. The pitch. Low and away.
Yeah, Rex Calder pitched the Saturday game against Oklahoma State. Went 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Ended up getting the loss. Struck out 6, but pitched well against the Cowboys a couple weeks ago.
The 2-0. And that sails up and out of the strike zone. Well, he's not won a Big 12 game. He's 0-5 in conference games. 3-6, and the Chief gave you his numbers on the year. The pitch. Boy, had the green light on 3-0 and got a piece of an 88-mile-an-hour fastball and fouled it back. Nolan with 17 home runs on the year. 53 RBIs. The pitch. There's a pop-up up in the rafters. Third baseman over. Does he have room? Yes, he does, making the catch. In foul ground is Pearson Reebok. That ball stayed inside the ballpark. In foul ground. The towering pop-up. Caught for out number 3. The Cowboys go 1-2-3. In the bottom of inning number 1. We head to the top of 2 in Arlington. No score. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
Wilson GMC continues to be a proud partner of Oklahoma State Athletics. As a family-owned business, Wilson GMC has been serving the community for years with affordable vehicles to families across Oklahoma. With an extensive inventory to choose from, our friendly team at Wilson GMC is sure to help you find the perfect one. We make the buying process simple by having your vehicle delivered right to your driveway. Visit us online at wilsongmc.com or stop in and come see us in Stillwater. We are professional grade at Wilson GMC. Good people helping good people.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
In today's world, don't you want access to your pharmacy at any time? At Charlie's Discount Drug, you can request a refill 24 hours a day with our RX Local app, get notifications by text or email when it's ready, and have it delivered to your door safely.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
Oklahoma State and Baylor both 3 up and 3 down in the first inning. So the Bears back to the bats against Cowboy right-hander Sean Youngerman and the Wesley Jordan, Pearson Reebok, and Hunter Simmons. 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Right on right in the wind, Youngerman the pitch. There's a drive to left center field. Richie drifting in. He'll pull up, make the catch. Another high and lazy fly ball. And another out. One gone for Pearson Reebok. Reebok, .313 hitter on the season. He was only 1 for 10 against the Cowboys in Waco. He's a freshman. And he takes a strike. He was on that all-freshman team to count 0-1. .313 overall. Hit .296 in Big 12 play. Left-handed hitter again takes that one. A little bit up. The count 1-1. Reached base at 17 consecutive ball games. He was only 1 for 10 against the Cowboys. Swings here, fouls it back.
Bud Light, proud sponsor of Oklahoma State Athletics. Easy to drink, Easy to enjoy. Yeah, Baylor was very fortunate to get Reebok Rex. He was headed to go to the University of Oklahoma. Something fell through there in the end, and I think they picked him up in June or July. Been a starter since day one over there for the Bears.
The pitch. There's a fly ball down the left side. Third baseman over. Thompson out of room. As that ball hits on the other side of that net down that way, they count 1-2.
What a tough game today for Arizona State, right?
Oh, man.
Been reeling since they left Stillwater and came here and still felt pretty good about it. Didn't get shut out by BYU 2-0. As them probably scrambling a little bit for Monday.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 gone.
Like we always say, as you always learn, right? Take care of your business and don't ever leave it in the hands of a committee, right?
Well, they've definitely put themselves on the bubble with 4 losses in a row. And again, that was a team that was a half a game out of first place when they hit Stillwater back last week.
It'd be kind of crazy if you went from maybe winning the league to not making the NCAA tournament in a week, right? That's maybe unheard of.
Hunter Simmons, the batter. He rips it. Third baseman can't get it. It's by Thompson down the left field line toward the corner. Conover's having trouble with it. Finally picks it up, fires it back in. Steady at second base. Hunter Simmons with a double. He was so only 1 for 10 against the Cowboys, but he's got a double here right down that left field line. Thompson laying out to his right, but couldn't reach him. Ball hit sharply. He turned on and hammered it for his 15th double of the year. So a runner at second base with 2 outs. Gavin Brzezowski, the batter. Saw him here and there. He rotated guys over at first base most of the weekend. Left-handed hitter getting the start today. Takes it outside for a ball. Only 3 at-bats in Waco against the Pokes. Was 0 for 3. On the season, hitting at .254. Redshirt sophomore. He's out of Mansfield, Texas. The pitch. Little down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. And it looks like Sean Youngerman wants a new baseball. He'll be obliged by the plate umpire, Doug Williams. Shortstop playing way up the middle, Ortiz, the pitch. And that's off the plate wide. The count is 3-0. So Youngerman finding his command just a little bit. The 3-0. Call strike. Brzezowski taking all the way. See if he can come all the way back. That 6-hole wide open with Ortiz way up the middle. The pitch. Up and in, ball 4. So the double followed by a walk. And Youngerman doesn't do a lot of that. So the first 2 base runners as the catcher. Darty out to the mound, and now here comes Rob Walton. Cowboy pitching coach making his way out to the mound. So they'll huddle up and have a little meeting. See what transpires from there. Again, the Cowboys win. We're right back here, scheduled for another 4 o'clock game tomorrow. That game would be against the Kansas Jayhawks, the number 2 seed in this tournament. Plate umpire out, Doug Williams. About the time he arrives, Rob Walton turns and making his way back toward the Cowboy dugout. Sean Youngerman. And he was held out last weekend through just 1 inning in the series with Arizona State, just so he'd be ready. Again, the Cowboys weren't sure before that Arizona State series whether or not they were going to maybe have to come here and win the tournament in order to go to the NCAA postseason. Ty Johnson, the batter, left-handed hitter. He takes strike one. Johnson, a .262 hitter on the season. Left-handed hitter ready. The pitch. And a wave that one there. Looked like he didn't really want to swing, but couldn't help himself as he went around weakly, and the count goes to 0-2. Johnson was 3 for 9 against the Cowboys in Waco.
Gearing up for that fastball. Pulled the string with that changeup. Good pitch.
Simmons at second. Brzezowski, the runner at first. 2 on, 2 outs. The pitch. Flirted with the outside corner. The change of pace. 82 miles an hour, but Johnson laid off of it. Ty Johnson, he's again out of Flower Mound, Texas. JUCO transfer. He's a senior. The pitch. Popped up. Shallow center field. Ortiz is out there, drifting out on the grass at center. He'll make the catch. Johnson pops up, but that'll retire the side. Little threat for the Bears. Goes by the boards here on the top of 2. No runs, a hit and a walk, no errors, and 2 men left on the bases. So we'll move to the bottom of 2 in Arlington. We've got no score. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
What's up, baseball fans? Enjoying the game should be easy. Don't overthink it. What to wear? Done. Just toss on your lucky jersey. Don't know what to serve your friends? Easy. Pick up some burgers for the grill and grab some Bud Light for your pregame tailgate. See? It's that easy. Just like Bud Light, which is always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean, crisp taste. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Do you have someone who deserves to be honored for serving the community, country, and love for Oklahoma State and the Cowboys? Bob Moore Buick GMC and Bob Moore Kia are proud to present Hometown Heroes, honoring service members, teachers, doctors, and other deserving community members for their hard work. To learn more and nominate your hometown hero for their chance to be recognized at an OSU athletics event, visit okstate.com/Bob Moore today. Go Pokes!
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Oklahoma State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
No scores. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2 from Arlington, Texas, at Globe Life Field. Big, beautiful indoor facility, the home of the Texas Rangers. And the Big 12 Championship Tournament from Phillips 66. Colin Brigham leads it off for the Cowboys. Left on left as the pitch from Ethan Calder is up and out of the strike zone. Ball 1. Brigham hitting at .312 on the year. The pitch takes that one just a little inside. The count goes to 2-0. That was 88 miles an hour. Just off the inner edge. Brigham's back in. Calder ready. The pitch. Oh, came in and hit him. It hit the knob of the bat, I guess. From our vantage point, he came in and thought maybe it caught him on the hand, but hit the knob of that bat. It's 2-1. The pitch. Fly ball to left field. Coming in is Jordan. Third baseman over. He's got room again in foul territory. Does Pearson Reebok. He'll make the catch. Again, in foul ground, another pop-up. Now the third base side. One gone for Jason Jones. Stick with us, our post-game wrap-up. We'll have your Simmons Bank player of the game. Simmons Bank has been banking Cowboys and Cowgirls since 1903, Oklahoma's oldest continually operating bank. They are the title sponsor of Cowgirl Athletics these days, but still featured prominently on the Cowboy Baseball broadcast. And our post-game wrap, stay tuned for the Simmons Bank player of the game. Jason Jones, the designated hitter, steps in, takes a strike, breaking ball. 78 miles an hour. The slider cut the inside corner. Jones, a .227 hitter on the season. He was only one for 12 in Waco. The pitch, low and outside. Back to Big 12 play. Jason's hitting .189. Cowboy Jr. out of Savannah, Texas. Again, right-handed hitter facing the left-hander Calder. The pitch, a little wide. The count moves to 2-1. Colin Ritchie waiting on deck. The Cowboys looking for their first base runner of the day. Again, we're just in the bottom of the second. The pitch, little pop foul, and got to get into the bleachers down below. Level the count at 2-2. Third of 4 games today. New format, 12 teams invited, single elimination. The pitch, call strike 3. Needled the outside corner. Jones thought it was wide. Punched out by Doug Williams for round number 2. That's the second strikeout. On the left-hander, Ethan Calder brings up Colin Ritchie. Ritchie, the center fielder for the Pokes, swinging the bat well of late. He had a pretty good series in Waco, for that matter. He was 4 for 12 with a home run. Left on left. Calder with the stretch. And the pitch misses a little down for a ball. The 1-0. And a call strike levels the count at 1-1. For those of you wondering, Kansas State is in the building.
The Batcats, Rex. The Batcats.
The 1-1. There's a drive to right center and deep. Headed back is Apodaca. Looks up and goodbye. Gone. Home run. Colin Ritchie. Cowboys lead 1-0.
Now Rex looks like he got a hanging cement mixer slider, middle in, stood tall, barreled it up, and rode it on out of here.
Ritchie's 10th home run of the season, and again, it was about 12 rows deep out there in right center field. RBI number 29 for the Cowboys center fielder. There goes the shutout. First hit for the Cowboys, and it ain't coming back. Avery Ortiz will be the next man at the plate. Ritchie swinging the bat well of late. He gets the Cowboys off high center there with his solo homer. Ortiz in, right-handed hitting. Cowboys shortstop takes breaking ball for a strike.
The Wildcats had another good run this year, Rex. See if they can repeat performance in the postseason by maybe winning another regional.
Swung on ground ball to third, charging in. Big hop for Reebok over to first. That'll retire the side. Ortiz bounces out, routine style to the third baseman, Pearson Reebok. But the Cowboys make some noise. Here in the second inning, the home run by Colin Ritchie breaks the deadlock as the Cowboys get 1 run, 1 big hit, nowheres, and nobody left. We go to the top of 3 in Arlington. And the Cowboys now leading 1-0. This is Cowboy baseball from Learfield.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
It's 1-0 Oklahoma State as we go to the top of the third inning. Sean Youngerman again has a 1-run lead right now to work with, the Cowboy right-hander. In the second inning with a couple of outs, gave up his first hit, a double, and he walked a man, a rarity for the Cowboy right-hander, but he got out of it, a little pop fly in the infield. The Baylor Bears back to the bats with a 9-1 and 2-hole hitters due up. Cortland Castle, Enzo Apodaca, and Travis Sanders. Youngerman, first pitch, right on right. It's low and away for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Castle, a .277 hitter on the year. The pitch, showing bunt, takes a strike. Count 1-1. Castle, .277 overall, .295 in the Big 12. He was 2 for 10 against the Cowboys in Waco. The pitch, pop foul, right side, into the bleachers down that way. The late game tonight, 8 o'clock, Kansas State in Houston. The pitch, a little high and wide, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Temperature in Surprise, Arizona right now, Rex, is 102. So.
All right. That's no surprise. The pitch, and that sails up and out of the strike zone.
Seen a little bit this what we saw out of Sean in Waco.
Right.
You know, a lot of deep counts, a lot of foul balls, and end up getting his pitch count up right now, just at 30, already at 34, and no outs in the third. So these guys have done a good job of battling.
He's also not had the command last couple of outings against these guys that he normally does. That one fell back. Like in Cincinnati, that was his best outing of the year, probably. Very efficient, great economy with his pitches all day long. I think 8 innings there. Pitches, boy, a little off the plate. Close pitch, but when you're struggling with your commands, you just don't get those. So he walks the 9-hole. Cortland Castle. Again, that's his second walk given up by Youngerman. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Enzo Apodaca. Youngerman again, 6'3", 230. Apodaca, left-handed hitting right fielder. Again, leadoff man. Throw to first, the runner back. Apodaca's popped up to right field his first time up.
Again, another hitter that Sean had in a negative count and ended up walking after a couple foul balls and 8-pitch at bat to a walk. So now you turn the lineup over.
Swung and foul back. Got a rip at that one at 89 miles an hour. They count on 1. Sean Youngerman, in Valencia, California native, and a fellow Dodger fan. Throw to first, the runner back. Favorite athlete is Clayton Kershaw. Keeping it close on that runner at first base. The 0-1. Ground ball to second, could be 2 to second for 1, and throws it away. Smith threw it wide of Ortiz at second base, the runner rounding third. The throw to the plate will not be in time, and there'll be a trail runner at third base. Potential double play ground ball to Braden Smith, and he again fired it wide to the home plate side of second. Avery got no leather on it. Cowboy defense at times has been suspect this year. And again, instead of 2 outs and nobody on, it's a run and a runner at third. So Apodaca just putting the ball in play, and you thought off the bat, 4-6-3 double play. Nada. Fielder's choice and an error. Runner at third, and the pitch is a call strike to Travis Sanders. My goodness. 1-1. Right-hander versus right-hander, the pitch. Fastball up and in, the count 1-1 to Sanders. He popped to center field his first trip. Cowboys being way too generous. Walk the 9-hole and throw away a double play ball to Scory. Pop foul to the right side into the bleachers.
Yeah, Apodaca can really run. Not sure we could have got two, but you at least got to get the one, right? Got to at least get one out there.
One ball and 2 strikes. Youngerman with a stretch. The pitch. Working on the outer edge, but again, just not with a good command yet. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Missing down and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2, runner at third base, nobody out. We owe you an ID, and I think I owe you one from earlier. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Let's do that right now. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Cowboy Baseball Network. One out, a run in, a runner at third base. Here comes Tyreek Kemp. It's 1-1. Cowboys got a home run, and they gave a run right back here with a walk and an error. And that error could cause more damage here with that runner at third base. The pitch is low to Kemp. He popped out to Brock Thompson down that third base line his first time up. Left-handed hitter, the shortstop for the Bears. He takes the fastball. That's up too tall at 91 miles an hour. And Youngerman, again, as the chief said, just like he did in Waco. Just all kind of on this, not with the good command. Burning a lot of wood early. The pitch. There's a ground ball back up the middle. Coming in, Ortiz picks it up, throws to first. Another run will score. Roller back up the middle, got by the mound, and you knew then it was a run. Apodaca comes across home plate. Kemp is out, but he does pick up his 40th RBI of the year, and Baylor takes the lead 2-1. Two unearned runs. But they're on the board. Here's Wesley Jordan with the bases clear and 2 outs. He'll take strike 1.
Yeah, nice play there off the left-hander's bat ball. Had a bunch of Spanglish on it. Good job by Avery staying down on it on the run, throwing out a speedy runner. Nice play.
Did he go? Yes, he did. Did not check that swing in time, Jordan. In a hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Jordan is the left fielder, right-handed hitter, right on right. Youngerman's pitch, low and outside.
Thanks to Stillwater Medical for their great support of OSU athletics. Stillwater Medical, world-class health care, close to home.
2 runs in, 2 outs. We're at the top of the third. If you lose, you're done. The pitch. There's a line drive, base hit into left center field. Picked up by Richie, gets it back in, but Jordan spikes that one right back up the middle. It's only the second hit for the Bears, but they got a man on with 2 outs now. And here's Pearson Reebok. Reebok, the third baseman. And a left-handed hitter struck out his first time up. Hitting at .313 on the season, .311 make it now. Throw over to first, the runner back. Two to 1 Baylor. Still batting here in the top of the third inning. The pitch. Swing and miss, a little late. That fastball at 90. The count 0-1. Reebok again, the freshman, third baseman. The pitch. Again, looks like he's a little late behind that fastball. 91, the count 0-2. Youngerman. The stretch. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Everybody ready. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out to retire the side. Old country fastball at 91, threw it right by him. Third strikeout for Youngerman. But the Bears, with a little help from the Cowboys, wind up with 2 runs in the inning. 2 runs on 1 hit. The hit came after the runs that scored. 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 big error on a double play, ground ball, potential double play, ground ball, and 1 man left on the bases. So we move to the bottom half of the third inning in Arlington. Baylor now leading 2-1. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
Chris's University Spirit on Campus Corner in Stillwater, Oklahoma is proud to be your one-stop Cowboy shop since 1986 and proud sponsor of Cowboy and Cowgirl basketball. We specialize in custom-printed OSU apparel and merchandise and pride ourselves in giving our Cowboy fans the best game day shopping experience in the state. So whether it be a new orange hoodie or a new hat, we have all the gear to get you game day ready. Come see us at 3rd and Knobloch on historic Campus Corner and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember, you can shop 24/7 at chrisuniversityspirit.com, and thanks to all of our loyal and true customers.
1890 Original is the go-to game day beverage for Cowboys everywhere. Brewed by Cowboys for Cowboys in Stillwater, the blonde ale is smooth, crisp, and refreshing. Named for the year OSU was founded, 1890 Original is available at OSU sporting events, the Iron Monk Tap Room, and statewide on draft and at your favorite stores. Make 1890 Original a part of your game day tradition. Keep it classy, Cowboys. Enjoy responsibly. Iron Monk Brewing Company, official craft beer of Oklahoma State Athletics.
Oklahoma State Cowboys back to the bats now, chasing a 1 run here in Arlington as the Bears just scored a couple. So Alex Conover leads it off for the Pokes here. Left-handed hitting Cowboy left fielder, facing the left-hander, Ethan Calder. The pitch. Ground ball, first baseman up with it. Rosowski will make the undecision put out. Conover hits it sharply, but quickly he is out number 1. Going to bring up Brock Thompson. Thompson back at third base, the Cowboy freshman. Also back in the 9 hole. Didn't have a real good weekend in Waco. Hit some balls hard, but not much to show for it. He was just 1 for 9 on the season. Hitting at .227. Left on left. The pitch. Now their edge, a called strike. Calder. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Came back with slide piece and backed off of it about 79 miles an hour. Had Thompson off stride to count 0-2. The pitch. Low and outside. Lose the count to 1-2. Brock will be followed by the top of the order, Braden Smith. The pitch. Swung and foul back. Just barely got a piece of that one at 88 miles an hour. But did. Stays alive at the plate. Brock has reached base in 9 consecutive ball games. The pitch. And top foul there down the first base side. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, bases clear. Baylor leading 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Rex Holtman, Chief Matt Davis, your Cowboy baseball reporters, along with Bobby Blackburn, our in studio engineer, producer engineer at the Learfield headquarters as Thompson gets punched out. Called out on strikes. The 3rd strikeout for Ethan Calder. So 2 outs and the bases clear for the leadoff man, Braden Smith. Braden grounded out to the first baseman. Brzezowski, his first time up. Comes in on a 4-game hitting streak. Check swing on the first pitch and a called strike. Left on left. Smith hitting at .311 on the season. Diggs back in. The pitch. And a called strike. The count 0-2 to the junior, Braden Smith. JUCO transfer, going to take that one high and wide off the plate. Did not chase the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Smith out of Omaha, Nebraska, with Iowa Western Community College before transferring to Stillwater. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Waved at it, tried to get a piece, didn't happen. 4th strikeout for Ethan Calder, the left-hander, sends the Cowboys down in order. 1, 2, 3, and we go to the top of 4. And the Baylor Bears leading at 2-1. This is Cowboy baseball from Learfield.
Put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says,
avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Your 3 inning totals from Arlington, Texas. on this Wednesday afternoon look like this for the visiting Bears out of Waco, Texas. They have 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. They've stranded 3. For the home team, the Cowboys out of Stillwater, Oklahoma. They've got 1 run on 1 hit, 1 big error. Nobody left on. Hunter Simmons leads it off for the Bears. He'll have a check swing, strike 1 on the first offering from Sean Youngerman. Right on right. Simmons the last time up. First time up. Banged one, turned on and hit it right down that left field line past the diving third baseman Thompson. Youngerman missing outside there. The count 1-1. Get right on right, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider running down and away, runs the count to 1-2. Back of the line, the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Came back with that slider, a little bit late movement, kind of more of a cutter. It's off the end of the bat there. Good pitch.
4th strike for Youngerman. Brings up Gavin Brzezowski. Youngerman needs a quick inning. Just get in, get a couple of quick innings to try to get the pitch count back in order. Brzezowski walked his first time up. Left-handed hitter, first baseman. The pitch. Swung out. Maybe got a piece of it. Strike 1. Redshirt sophomore. Brzezowski again out of Mansfield, Texas, via Northeast Texas Community College. Takes that one down and off the plate. The count 1-1. 1 out. The base is clear. Bears 2-1. They lead the Cowboys. The pitch. Line drive, center field. Richie to his left is there and makes the catch for the out. Brzezowski hit an absolute laser. But Richie, again, playing, just had to go a few steps to his left to haul it in. 2 gone.
Yeah, nice read by Colin right there off the bat. He came in a couple steps and then that ball released. And good job of keeping those hips flipped open and tracking it down.
No, a lot out. Number 2 brings up Ty Johnson. Johnson popped out to the shortstop Ortiz in shallow left center. Swing and a miss here. Strike 1. Johnson's a senior. He's also out of Flower Mound, Texas, via McLennan Community College. The pitch. Showing bunt. Takes it inside. The count 1-1.
It's Thompson's son, the head coach there at McLennan Junior College. Obviously, they're in Waco. You get a lot of players from there, probably.
Johnson hitting at 260 on the season. Does bunt it. Foul. Up the first base side. Trying to lay one down at the old drag bunt. Rolled a little too far right into foul ground. Picked up by Brigham. They count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Center fielder Ty Johnson. Left-handed hitter back in there. The count 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are clear. Youngerman in the wind of the pitch. Foul back. Got in on the hands, got a piece and fouled it back. Youngerman ready once again, back in the wind. The pitch. Line shot, base hit into right center field. Picked up by Schubert, gets it back in, and line drive just clearing. Braden Smith there at second base. Johnson hit that ball hard. So the third hit for the Bears brings up Cortland Castle. Right-handed hitting catcher. And all the trouble there in the third inning started with a walk to this guy. Right on right, runner at first. Throw over to first and the runner back. Colin Brigham holding that runner. Ty Johnson, he's a threat. Johnson, the team leader in stolen bases. Swung and foul back. Just got a piece of it. Castle. The count 0-1.
To better understand how oil and natural gas power modern life, let Mike Rowe, American Storyteller, introduce you to the people who make it all happen. Go watch their stories at OERB.com.
Right on right. Runner at first. 2 outs. Youngerman. Wheels throws to first. The runner back. Big hole on the right side. It's Braden Smith playing more up the middle. Brigham holding that runner. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Climbed the ladder on him at 89. And the count goes to 0-2. Cortland Castle out of Woodway, Texas. He's a senior. All 4 years he's played for the Bears. Throw to first, the runner back. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Youngerman checks that runner. There he goes. Pitch swung on and missed. He struck him out to retire the side.
Like you like to say, good old country fastball, blew his doors off.
5 strikeouts for Sean Youngerman in the 4th for the Bears. Quicker inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cowboys back to the bats. Baylor leads 2-1. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
What's up, baseball fans? Enjoying the game should be easy. Don't overthink it. What to wear? Done. Just toss on your lucky jersey. Don't know what to serve your friends? Easy. Pick up some burgers for the grill and grab some Bud Light for your pregame tailgate. See? It's that easy. Just like Bud Light, which is always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean, crisp taste. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Baylor 2, Oklahoma State 1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. And the Cowboys back to the bats with Ian Doherty, Nolan Schubert, and Colin Brigham due up. Face the left-hander Ethan Calder. Mentioned earlier, Calder has not won a game in Big 12 play. He's 0 for 5. 0-5, make that. 0-5 with a 6.50 earned run average. But his last outing against the Cowboys, again, he pitched well. And he's got the Cowboys are reeling a bit here tonight. The only hit is the only run. Colin Ritchie's home run with 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Other than that, all the other Cowboys have been outs. Here's Ian Doherty, struck out his first time up. Right-handed hitting catcher. Takes it down and in from the lefty Calder. That's ball 1. Ian hitting at 262 on the season. The pitch. Top foul at the plate. He's even the count at 1-1. Ian Doherty got a 7-game hitting streak on the line this afternoon. Cowboys need to get something going. The pitch. There's a drive to right center, headed that way. Apodaca, he'll get there on the run and make the catch. Ian hit it on the screws with that line drive. Caught in right center. And so Apodaca does the honors, one gone. At least a good sign, a well-hit ball by the Cowboys. Other than Richie's home run. Just been a strikeouts and pop-ups. Here's Nolan Schubert in. He popped up to the third baseman in foul ground. His first trip. One out, the base is clear. As Nolan digs in. Left on left. 3 infielders on the right side of the infield for the Bears. Big slow breaking ball. 76 miles an hour. Ball 1. Reebok, the only man on the left side of the infield. The pitch. Schubert takes it inside. Count goes to 2-0. It's 3-0. His last at bat. He got the green light on 3-0. Swung and fouled it back. Wound up popping out. Count in his favor again right now. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Check swing there, takes it on the outer edge for the strike. The count moves to 2-1. Nolan's got a 6-game hitting streak on the line. Hitting at 287 on the season. The pitch. There's a drive to left field and deep. Jordan is going back, looks up, and off the top of the wall. On his way to second base. With a double. Schubert thought he was out as he went into his home run trot. Josh Holiday is out saying, are you sure that ball didn't clear that yellow line out there? It was right there. He's talking to the third base umpire, Chris Koski. But it doesn't appear there's any video review going on. Josh is still standing out from the dugout. Now going to come out and talk to the plate umpire about it. It was right there in left, opposite field shot. At 272 feet from home plate. Now the umpires will get together. And the ball hit above that. If it hits above that yellow line, it's a home run. It's the top of the wall all the way around.
You think they'd make the top of the wall or the yellow line at the top of the wall, because that's hard for umpires to listen. Oh, I don't know. Back it up a little bit.
Look at it hit the line.
Yeah, looks like it hit the line.
And they are going to go take a look. After talking it over. Yeah, the replay from our vantage point. So is the line a home run? I think it's got to hit above the line. Looked like it hit right on that line. It didn't care of the up off the wall. And while that's going on, the left-hander Ethan Calder will play some catch to stay warm. Schubert, either he'll be told to round the bases or he'll be at second base with a double. As again, he put a charge into that one the other way. Off the bat, thought the Cowboys had tied it up. He thought so too. But that line drive just didn't quite. According to the umpires, have enough to get out of here. Right at that yellow stripe around that outfield fence. Here come the umpires. And they'll leave him at second base for Schubert. Only his 8th double of the year. That's hard to believe. Almost. But not quite. Only the second Cowboy hit. But a runner at second with one out. Colin Brigham in the batter. Another big left-handed hitter. They'll use the shift for Brigham, who takes the strike.
A good sign, though, right? A loud out and then a double off the top of the wall. Cowboys maybe square this guy up a little bit here.
Brigham popped out to third and foul ground his first time up. Left on left. Foul tip that one. A little late at 88 miles an hour. Nicked it with that bat. As he's now in the hole. No balls at 2 strikes. Colin hitting at .311 on the season. The pitch. Down and off the plate. Wide. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Cowboy first baseman, the senior out of Smithton, Illinois. 1 year at JUCO ball and 3 years at Cowboy. Brigham trying to get this game tied up. Swings and fouls that one back.
Calder's pitch starter, all of our left-hand hitters by the book. Basically, sliders running away and fastballs in. Done a good job. You just got to make sure he misses out over the plate. Don't chase.
In with the bottom of the 4th inning. Baylor leads 2-1. The pitch. And that's down and off the plate. But this Baylor team, again, Gabe Craig, their closer. Well, he's got to be mindful of if they've got a lead, they're not afraid to bring him in whenever. Say we saw him in the 6th inning in Waco, and they wound up winning that game as the pitching coach is out to have a word here with Ethan Calder. The count 2 balls, 2 strikes. A runner at second base and 1 out.
Yeah, and you would think for obviously Baylor there is no tomorrow. So like what you're saying, you won't see the traditional 8th or 9th inning. If they need him in the 6th, you'll see him. So need to get some runs here before we get to that point.
And again, when they brought him in Waco, the Cowboys, Braden Smith had a heck of it at bat, wound up with a double, drove in a couple of runs, and gave the Cowboys the lead. But then he settled in and took it to the wire, and his team rallied to tie it up and eventually win it in the 10th inning. Right now, it's Ethan Calder on the bump. Brigham back in at the plate. The pitch. Missed inside. Runs the count full. 3-2. Right-handed hitter Jason Jones on deck. Cowboys again chasing a run. It's 2-1 Baylor. With the bottom of the 4th inning, the pitch. Little wide, ball 4. So Brigham draws the walk. The Cowboys have 2 runners on the bases with only 1 out. That's the first walk given by Calder. That'll bring up Jason Jones.
Good job by Brookie there after being down in the count. And obviously, like I said, he's pitching by the book to left-hander, sliders away and fastballs in. Good job by Brookie not chasing. But this is the point where you got to get him. You finally get the matchup with the right-hand hitter right on left here, so you got to come through in these situations.
Jones struck out his first time up tonight, or this afternoon, I guess I should say. Cowboy designated hitter, the pitch. A little wide for the ball. Again, he was only 1 for 12 against the Bears in Waco. And 0 for 1 tonight. Junior. Designated hitter Jason Jones with 2 men on and 1 out. The pitch. High and wide. 2 balls and no strikes. Colin Ritchie waiting on deck. Calder ready. The pitch. Swung and foul back. Got the slide piece coming into him. Had a rip, just got a piece and fouled it back.
Ones you want back, right? Slider hanging out over the plate.
Got to run it into your barrel, but couldn't square it up. The 2-1. Ooh, call strike, borderline pitch on the outer edge. Levels the county 2-2. Schubert, the runner at second base. Brigham in, the runner at first. Cowboys trailing 2-1 in the bottom of 4. Calder ready, the pitch. Boy, close. Runs the count full, 3-2. Calder ready. And the pitch. There's a drive to right field. Apodaca going toward the corner, pulls up, makes the catch. The runner at second will tag. That's Schubert. He'll move to third. The runner at first. Brigham will hold right there. Jones hit it well, but again, run down in that right field corner by Enzo Apodaca. For out number 2. So the Cowboys at first and third with 2 outs for Colin Ritchie. Ritchie a homer off of Calder with 2 outs in the second inning. Now he's back in, left on left. Calder ready, checks that, runner the pitch. And a call strike. Runs it over the inner half of the plate, up around the letters. No balls in a strike. To the sophomore, Colin Ritchie. The pitch. There's a drive to center field, but playable. Johnson drifting to his left. He's under it. He'll make the catch, and that'll be tied aside. The Cowboys with a threat. But by the boards here in the 4th inning. No runs on a hit and a walk. Nowhere is 2 men left on the bases. 4 innings in the books. In Arlington, the Bears lead the Cowboys 2-1. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
1890 Original is the go-to game day beverage for Cowboys everywhere. Brewed by Cowboys for Cowboys in Stillwater, the blonde ale is smooth, crisp, and refreshing. Named for the year OSU was founded, 1890 Original is available at OSU sporting events, the Iron Monk Tap Room, and statewide on draft and at your favorite stores. Make 1890 Original a part of your game day tradition. Keep it classy, Cowboys. Enjoy responsibly. Iron Monk Brewing Company, official craft beer of Oklahoma State Athletics.
Wilson GMC continues to be a proud partner of Oklahoma State Athletics. As a family-owned business, Wilson GMC has been serving the community for years with affordable vehicles to families across Oklahoma. With an extensive inventory to choose from, our friendly team at Wilson GMC is sure to help you find the perfect one. We make the buying process simple by having your vehicle delivered right to your driveway. Visit us online at wilsongmc.com or stop in and come see us in Stillwater. We are professional grade at Wilson GMC. Good people helping good people.
We move to the 5th inning in Arlington, Texas. Rex Holt and Chief Matt Davis, your Cowboy Baseball reporters, along with Bobby Blackburn, our studio producer and engineer today at the Learfield Network headquarters in Jefferson City, Missouri. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Again, now a single elimination tournament, so you lose, you're done. Cowboys trailing 2-1. And the right-hander, Sean Youngerman, had a nice 4th inning, although he gave up a hit, but it went quicker. And he delivers ball 1 here to the leadoff man, Enzo Apodaca. Rips it down the right side, racing over there, but can't get to it. Schubert will play it off the wall. Apodaca with a line drive off that right field wall, and leadoff double for the Bear to leadoff man. And Baylor with their 4th hit off Youngerman. The runner at second base, nobody out. Apodaca's 14th double of the year. Travis Sanders, the batter. Sanders is 0 for 2, the second baseman. Well, the Bears is flied to center, shallow center, and struck out. Lines that one to right center. That's a base hit. Runner to third. He held up to see if that ball might be caught, so only down to third base goes Apodaca. But Sanders with a line drive base hit. The Bears jumping all over Youngerman here in the top of the 5th inning. Two-line drive, two base hits, first and third, nobody out for Tyreek Kemp. That's now 5 hits for the Bears. Kemp's 0 for 2, but he's driven in a run. Popped to third, grounded to short. That ball to shortstop did play the run. Cowboys again gave away those 2 runs in the third inning. A walk and a 3-base error. Ball was double play ground ball, potentially thrown into left field. And a run scored. A runner wound up at third after all of that. They really cash him in with an infield roller. Throw to first, the runner back. The Bears threatening for more here. First and third, nobody out for Tyreek Kemp, the shortstop. The pitch. And a called strike. Fastball at 89. Sean Youngerman. Already at 74 pitches here in the 5th inning. The pitch. There's a drive to right field. Schubert coming in, runner tagging at third. Schubert makes the catch. Here comes the runner. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it is not in time. Not a bad throw up the line a bit, but Apodaca can really run, so you needed Clemente in right field to make that play as Tyreek Kemp comes up with his second RBI of the night.
Have a good situational baseball there by Baylor. Find a way to get your job done. Got a fastball middle in, fly out, get you a sac fly and RBI.
Sanders stayed at first base. Kemp with the sacrifice fly ball, getting his second RBI of the night, his 41st of the year, and Rob Walton making his way to the mound. And we'll see if he brought the hook with him. As it's now 3-1 Baylor. That's their first earned run of the night. Plate umpire headed that way, Doug Williams. And looks like maybe the Cowboys are going to make the pitching change right here. Youngerman just never really got his legs under him. Just never seemed to really get a great feel for the baseball tonight. And he will exit this game right here, right now, the 5th inning. A run in, 1 out, a runner at first base at a break in the action. And it's a Poetry pitching change time here in Arlington, Texas. Get in the game with Poetry Finance. Download the Poetry app today. Call to the bullpen and break in the action. Bears lead 3-1 in the top of the 5th inning. We'll tell you about the new man on the mound after a timeout. You're listening to Oklahoma State Baseball.
Cowboy fans, Chief Matt Davis here. Seven Plans First Council Casino and Resort is an entertainment grand slam. Take the short drive for an amazing getaway for yourself or the entire family. The adults can take advantage of all the newest games at the home of life-changing jackpots, while the kids can surf the waves of our indoor water park and soak up the fun in our game room. Seven Plans First Council Casino Resort is located right in the middle of Cowboy Country, north of Newkirk. Seven Plans First Council Casino and Resort and OSU Athletics, where the winners play.
Do you have someone who deserves to be honored for serving the community, country, and love for Oklahoma State and the Cowboys? Bob Moore Buick GMC and Bob Moore Kia are proud to present Hometown Heroes, honoring service members, teachers, doctors, and other deserving community members for their hard work. To learn more and nominate your hometown hero for their chance to be recognized at an OSU athletics event, visit okstate.com/Bob Moore today. Go Pokes!
Well, the Poetry pitching change happening for the first time in this one. That is happening For the Oklahoma State Cowboys, the starter Sean Youngerman is gone as the Bears now lead 3-1. And Youngerman leaving here after 4 1/3 innings. He leaves with a runner at first, a run in, and 1 out as the new pitcher comes on. It'll be the right-hander Mario Pesca.
Rex's numbers this year on Pesca. It's his 20th appearance. He's 6-2 with a 3.64 ERA. 59 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 55 hits, 27 runs. 24 of those 27 runs have been earned. 16 walks and 54 strikeouts, and the Punter hitting .248 off Mario Pesca. Pesca's a 3-pitch guy. Fastball slider change. Velocity 88-92 on his fastball.
He'll be facing Wesley Jordan. A run in, 1 out, a runner at first base. Right on right. Throw over to first and a runner back. Youngerman 4 1/3 innings. 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned. He walked 2 and struck out 5. Pesca. Throw to first. Had the runner leaning a bit, but he got back safely. Everybody ready? Runner edging off again. Another throw over. Sanders acting like he wants to run. He's run 7 stolen bases on the year. But he's acting antsy over there. Big hole on the right side of the infield would bring him in holding that runner. And Smith playing up the middle. Another throw over to first. The runner back. Wesley Jordan has flied to center, and he singled into left center his last time up. Left fielder for the Bears. And a .311 hitter on the season. That's in that cleanup spot in the order. Another throw to first, and the runner back. Pesca's another big man. 6'8", 275 pounds. Out of the Bronx in New York. The pitch. Just missed a little inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Jordan hitting .311 on the season. Good 1 for 2 tonight. The pitch. Call strike. Got the call on the inside part of the plate, just under the letters. They count 1-1. Wesley Jordan out of Highlands Village, Texas, via Navarro Junior College. Close play at first. The runner just got back. Jordan 6'3", 225. And now time called is Ian Doherty out from behind the plate is going to walk out to the mound. In when the top of the 5th inning, a run in, 1 out, a runner at first base, and Baylor leading Oklahoma State 3-1. Conversation's quick as Ian heads back behind the plate. Another throw to first, and a runner back. Travis Sanders edges off again over there at first base. The pitch. And another call strike. Top of the zone. The count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pesca. The pitch. And up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pesca transferred in from St. John's University. The 2-2, the runner's going, swinging a miss, throw to second, throws it into center field. Does Doherty, the runner, to his feet on down to third base. On the air, Jordan strikes out. But Sanders on the move, swipes second base, and again the throw from Ian Doherty sailed right of the second base bag and right on into right center field. And Sanders again able to pop to his feet, go to third on the second Cowboy error of the ballgame. So 2 outs, a runner at third base, and Pearson Reebok the batter. Reebok's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The pitch. The left-handed hitter takes it high and wide for a ball. Pesca ready. The pitch. Fastball in there for the strike. 89 miles an hour. The count 1-1. Reebok spelled I-R-E-B-O-C-K. The pitch. Top foul at the plate. Out of Rockwall, Texas, first year player for the Baylor Bears, and again made that all-freshman team. He was honorable mention on Big 12, but all-freshman team selection. Batting with the runner at third, 2 outs. Bears already leading 3-1. Pesca ready. The pitch. Bouncing ball, third baseman to his left. Big hop for Thompson. Throw to first. That'll retire the side. The Reebok bounces out. That'll do it, but the Bears pick up another run here in the top of the 5th inning. 1 run on 2 hits. There was another Cowboy error. 1 runner left stranded. That's 5 left on the bases tonight for the Baylor Bears. We go to the bottom of inning number 5 now. The Cowboys chasing 2 runs in Arlington. It is 3-1 Baylor. This is Cowboy baseball from Learfield.
Ma, is this how you feed a hamster?
I think so.
Is my homework right?
I think so.
Is this milk still good?
I think so.
When it comes to parenting, sometimes it's okay to think you know. But when it's something as important as your child's car seat, don't just think. No. Double check if your child is in the right seat for their age and size. It'll help protect them in a car crash. Don't just think. No by visiting nhtsa.gov/the-right seat. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council. Baylor Bears on top as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Cowboys back to the bats. The bottom third of the batting order. Due up Avery Ortiz, Alex Conover, and Brock Thompson to face the left-hander Ethan Calder. And the Cowboys just haven't got a lot going today. Got to a couple of hits, a home run by Ritchie, a double by Schubert. Calder's walked 1. With the Cowboys, need somebody to get this thing started, get off high center, really get this offense percolating. If they can, there's a call strike 1 to Avery Ortiz, Cowboys shortstop. Grounded out to the third baseman his first trip. Takes that one high and wide off the plate. Calder. Only 59 pitches for him in the 5th inning. Swung out and foul tipped. Ortiz making just his 10th start of the year. It's been an injury-plagued sophomore campaign for Avery Ortiz. Right-handed hitting, shortstop of the Cowboys back in. 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
One gone. That's the 5th strikeout for Calder. Brahms is grilling up a huge deal. Get Brahms' new Crave and Save sweet and spicy double Gouda burger. It's a burger combo with 2 juicy patties, bacon, jalapenos, apple habanero barbecue sauce, melted Gouda cheese on a Hawaiian bun, plus fries and a shake for only $8.89. Only at Brahms, a proud partner of Oklahoma State. Cowboy and Cowgirl Athletics. The pitch is wide. Ball 1 to Alex Conover. 1 out, the base is clear. Alex grounded to first. His first time up. Left on left, the pitch. Outer edge, you call strike. Levels the count at 1-1. Calder ready to pitch. Top foul right here at the plate. Recognize our travel partner also here on the Cowboy Baseball Network. Budget and Davis Car and Truck Rental in Stillwater, just west of town on Highway 51. Joe and Pam Poe run that operation out there. They take care of all of our travel needs as we follow the Cowboys around America and the Big 12. They'll take care of all of your travel needs this summer. Pitch high and wide for a ball. Budget and Davis Car and Truck Rental, 9300 West 6th. Or call them at 405-372-1382. The pitch swung on, pop foul, left side, out of play. Let's see, Davis Car and Truck Rental, our travel partner. For many years, we highly recommend those folks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. There's a drive to left field. Jordan is there. Burley has to move. He'll make the catch. Conover sends it the other way. Routine fly ball to left. 2 gone. Brings up Brock Thompson. And the Cowboys they've hit about 3 balls really hard. Most of the time it's been pop-ups and fly balls or not strikeouts. Again, Alan Calder has struck out 5 Cowboys so far tonight. Got 2 outs here, nobody on the bases for the 9-hole. Brock Thompson, he takes a strike. Brock struck out his first time up. Missed the last 2 games of that Arizona State series. Left on left, the pitch swung out and bounced foul on the first base side. Cowboys need a spark, just a little low energy something. And again, the pitcher can make it look that way. He'll give Calder a lot of credit. There's a shot out toward the shortstop. Ground ball picked up by Kemp. Throw to first. And that'll retire the side. Thompson rolls out. And another quick inning for Calder. The Cowboys go in order. 1, 2, 3. We head to the 6th. And Arlington, Baylor leads 3-1. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
Hey Cowboys, we know life can throw some tough challenges your way, so when it gets overwhelming, remember, you're not alone. So while you're packing the stands at O'Brate Stadium to cheer on the Cowboys this season, be sure to check in on your friends and those a part of the Cowboy family. Call or text 988 to talk to crisis counselors who are trained to help anyone struggling with mental health crisis. Visit wellness.okstate.edu for any additional resources. We take care of one another. It's the Cowboy way. Text or call 988 for help.
We, the hungry of this burger-loving nation, deserve the Sonic Smasher. Always made to order and hand-smashed into greatness. America, today we smash free. One nation under melty cheese with liberty and a truckload of sauce for all. Meet our Smashinal Burger.
The Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic. See menu for details.
We move to the top of the 6th inning. And Arlington, Texas, 3-1. Baylor leads Oklahoma State. Again, this is single elimination. So again, it's getting a little late as we go to the 6th inning. The Bears up 3-1. Mario Pesca back out on the mound, ready to go to work in relief of Sean Youngerman. OU station ID down the line here as we pass the 6 o'clock hour. And we'll try to work that in here with Hunter Simmons stepping in to swing the bat. Simmons, the designated hitter, he's 1 for 2. He's doubled and struck out. Right on right, the pitch from Pesca. Right in there, strike 1. Simmons, a .305 hitter on the season. Pesca in the wind, the pitch. And that's low and away. Simmons, 5'11", 230. Redshirt senior out of Mansfield, Texas. Went to Howard Junior College, takes that pitch up. The count 2-1. And U Station's down the line. Try to do it after this next pitch. The ID thing. Here's the 2-1. Shot out toward the shortstop. Gobbled up by Ortiz. Throw to first. Right on the money. 1 gone, and let's pause. 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Cowboy Baseball Network. One out, the base is clear for Gavin Brzezowski. As Pesca out of the bullpen has retired 3 in a row. Brzezowski is 0 for 1 today. Left-handed hitter, the pitch. And that's right in there. Breaking ball, strike 1. Brzezowski walked in the second inning and hit the ball hard and lined out to Richie at center in the 4th. The pitch. Fouled off down the left side into all those empty seats down there. On the second level. The count 0-2. The pitch. Sails that one up and out of the strike zone at 88. Brzezowski would not chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mario Pesca. The pitch. High and wide. The count goes to 2-2. Brzezowski. Back in. Pesca's pitch. Off the plate, 2 wide. The count goes to 3-2. Got out in front, 2 strikes, and now they count full. Brzezowski. Ready to pitch, swung out in a line down the left side, fouled and into the bleachers down that way.
Know how your hard-earned money is being invested in. Why? Do you know what you're paying your advisor for your investments? If you answered no to either of those questions, you should call Will Gungal at Buffalo Capital Management, 580-324-4699, your Cowboy choice for financial planning.
Mario Pesca. 6'8" right-hander in the wind, the pitch. Ground ball, second baseman. Big hop for Smith over to first. 2 gone. Hit that ball sharply, but big candy hop for Braden Smith. 2 outs, and Ty Johnson the batter.
Good job there by Mario. Down 0-2, got it to 3-2, and able to fill it up, make him move the bat, collect the out.
Johnson's popped a short, shallow center field actually. The shortstop Ortiz took care of it. And he singled into right center his last time up. Center fielder Ty Johnson. 264 hitter on the season. Now time called. And the head coach, Mitch Thompson, out wants to call his batter over. The inning going a little too quickly for him. So he'll try to slow it down. Stick with us in our post-game wrap-ups. We'll have your Simmons Bank player of the game. Simmons Bank, the only bank on the Oklahoma State University campus. Remind you to take care of your finances at Simmons Bank Online. Mobile, convenient, and secure banking from anywhere. Simmons Bank, investing in Stillwater. Block 34 in the Simmons Pavilion. And its newly remodeled offices under construction there at 6th and Main should be open this summer. Ty Johnson back in the pitch. Down and in. Ball one. Started him off with a fastball at 90. Left-handed hitter ready once again. The pitch. Got the inside edge with that one. Around the belt to count 1-1. Pesca 6'8", 275 pounds. Out of the Bronx in New York. Pitch is wide for a ball. He's a Mets fan, though. Two balls and a strike. The pitch. And that one missed to inside. The count 3-1. Texas has set down 4 in a row. Got the last 2 of the 5th inning in relief of Youngerman. The first 2 here in the 6th. But behind in the count 3-1. Back in the wide. The pitch. Bouncing ball to second again. Another big hop for Smith over to first. That'll be tied to side. So Pesca has a 3-down inning here in the top of the 6th inning. The Bears down in order for just the second time on this Wednesday afternoon and evening. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Cowboys back to the bats and trailing 3-1. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
Wilson GMC continues to be a proud partner of Oklahoma State Athletics. As a family-owned business, Wilson GMC has been serving the community for years with affordable vehicles to families across Oklahoma. With an extensive inventory to choose from, our friendly team at Wilson GMC is sure to help you find the perfect one. We make the buying process simple by having your vehicle delivered right to your driveway. Visit us online at wilsongmc.com or stop in and come see us in Stillwater. We are professional grade at Wilson GMC. Good people helping good people.
Hey Cowboys, we know life can throw some tough challenges your way, so when it gets overwhelming, remember, you're not alone. So while you're packing the stands at O'Brate Stadium to cheer on the Cowboys this season, be sure to check in on your friends and those a part of the Cowboy family. Call or text 988 to talk to crisis counselors who are trained to help anyone struggling with mental health crisis. Visit wellness.okstate.edu for any additional resources. We take care of one another. It's the Cowboy way. Text or call 988 for help.
Back with you. Arlington, Texas, and a new pitcher coming on. We have another poetry pitching change going on at the ballpark. And the Bears will bring on a 6'6" redshirt sophomore right-hander, Lucas Davenport.
Rex numbers this year on Davenport. It's his 16th appearance. He's 4-1 with a 4.17 ERA. 41 innings pitched, allowed 44 hits, 26 runs. 19 of those 26 runs have been earned. 11 walks, 32 strikeouts, and the Buns are hitting .262 off Lucas Davenport. Davenport's a 4-pitch guy. Sinker, slider, cutter, change. Lost the 88-92 on his fastball.
Comes in to replace the starter, Ethan Calder. And what a job Calder did. 5 innings. 2 hits, 1 run earned. Walked 1, struck out 5. Of course, he leaves with a 3-1 lead after 5 innings, so he's the pitcher of record. Will get the win should this lead hold up. Cowboys trying to change that as they'll send up the top third of the batting order to face the new right-hander, Lucas Davenport. It's 6'6", 230 pounds. Out of Prosper, Texas, went to Bland Junior College right out of high school. Here's Braden Smith over 2 tonight. And he'll take strike one. Fastball at 91 to the left-handed hitting. Second baseman Braden Smith, the reigning Big 12 Player of the Week. The pitch. Swung and foul back. Yes, he was the Player of the Week. Had a monster weekend against Arizona State. But 0 for 2 in this one. Ground ball to first and a strikeout. First time to face the right-hander Davenport. The pitch. There's a line drive to center field, and that will be dropping for a base hit. So Smith now has a 5-game hitting streak. See, that'll get the Cowboys going. They need a spark big time. That's their third hit. Line single by Smith will bring up Ian Doherty.
Good job by Braden staying on that ball, running away, staying on it, put it in play, and good things happen with 2 strikes there.
Doherty's 0 for 2. Ian hit the ball well in the 4th inning off of Calder, but that line drive was caught in right field. So he's 0 for 2 tonight. Cowboy catcher, right on right, the pitch. And a called strike. Started him off with a fastball up in the zone at 91. Ian's average at 260 on the season. Got a 7-game hitting streak on the line. The pitch. And off speed pitch missing inside. Back with the slider, about 79. And now time called to catcher. Cortland Castle going to head out to the mound and visit with Lucas Davenport after giving up the leadoff single. Braden Smith. The count now is 1 ball and 1 strike to Ian Doherty. Nolan Schubert waiting on deck. 3-1, the Baylor Bears lead it. Again, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. In this matchup of the number 7 and 10 seeds. The Cowboys the 7, the Bears the 10. The pitch in the dirt. Blocked there by Castle as the count goes to 2-1. Lucas Davenport ready. The pitch. Little roller, and it hit the batter in the batter's box, so it's immediately called a foul ball. But Doug Williams hit off that shin guard down on the left leg of Ian Doherty and rolled out toward the third baseman. But again, that's a foul ball. The count 2-2 to Ian Doherty out of Kingfisher, Oklahoma. Cowboys just got to get going. The pitch. There's a line drive, center field, another base hit. Runner to second, big turn there, but he'll hold there. Ian again just put the barrel to the ball. Serves up a soft liner into center field. Johnson gets it back in, but the Cowboys greeting Lucas Davenport with back-to-back hits. Nobody out for Nolan Schubert.
And a good job there with 2 strikes by Ian. Staying on that slider, was elevated, put it in play, barrel it up, and that's back-to-back 2-strike hits right there. Good to see.
Nolan, he's 1 for 2. Popped out to the third baseman in foul territory his first time up, and then doubled. Hit the run at the top of the wall. Paul had to review to see whether or not it went over that yellow line, almost a home run. But it hit right on that yellow line on the replay. He got a double with 1 out, but was left stranded. In there now, the count 1 ball and no strikes to Nolan Schubert. Caleb Brigham on deck. The Cowboys, an opportunity to pitch. High and wide, those have been hard to come by today. As the count goes to 2-0 to Schubert. Left-handed hitting. Cowboy right fielder. The pitch. Had a rip there. 91 miles an hour. He was looking for the fastball. Had a rip. Nothing happened. 2 balls and a strike. Schubert ready. The pitch. Down and in. Ball 3. Get Brigham waiting on deck. Davenport ready once again. The pitch. There's a drive to center field. Johnson going back, still going back, gets to the track, makes the catch. Both runners will tag, and both runners will move up. So it'll drive all the way to the track and dead center. Caught by Johnson, but Braden Smith that will tag at second, move to third. Darty tagged at first, moved to second. So a productive out brings up Colin Brigham.
Yeah, got him set up here. Find a way to get your job done here, Brigham.
Cowboys trailing 3-1. But a chance to close the gap right now with Brigham in. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He has walked and he's popped out to the third baseman and foul ground himself back in the second inning. Left-handed hitter facing the right-hander, Lucas Davenport. The pitch. And that's down and in, ball 1. Brigham hitting .311 on the season. Cowboys senior. The pitch. There's a call strike on the outer edge, down around the knees. The count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. Or he called that a ball?
You're right. He called it a strike.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased that one up in the zone. Not that it was out of the zone, but had a rip. Nothing happened. I believe the scoreboard's incorrect. I believe it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Down and in. Now they correct it. It's 2-2. Jason Jones waiting on deck. Cowboy runners at second and third with 1 out. The pitch. There's a drive to left field. That is going to drop. No. Yes. Runner will come in and score. No, it was called, by Jordan. Ball came out of his mitt there, I thought, but they're saying he made the catch, so that'll be a sac fly.
Hey, 100%.
Line drive to left field. I don't know. Jordan froze on it. Then he came in and laid out. And they're saying he made the catch. So give Brigham credit for a sac fly of RBI number 52 on the season. And the Cowboys now just 1 run lead at 3-2. And maybe not. They're going to call the umpires in. I wasn't sure. I thought that maybe he...
Yeah, Mitch Thompson actually is the one who wanted a review there. I think they're saying he maybe left early, but he went back and tagged. So I think this will be all square. He'll show the replay.
Oh, the Baylor coach calling for the replay.
Yeah, they just showed him going back and tagging. So, yeah.
That was Smith who went back, and it appears that that's all on the up and up. Went back and tagged. Come on in. The runner at second, Darty, didn't go anywhere. So it should be, again, a sac fly, and it makes it a 1-run ball game. Yet he almost froze in that thing too long. Had a sinking line drive, and Wesley Jordan just froze on it for a moment. And then came in and laid out and made the catch. So a run in with 2 outs and a runner at second base should be the situation. With Jason Jones coming to the plate for the Cowboys. But again, we are in a video review at the moment. Rex Hope, the Chief, Matt Davis with you, along with Bobby Blackburn.
something like this where it's pretty cut and dry. They have a picture-in-picture. It shows him going back to third, tagging, and coming home. You wish that, kind of like in Houston, there's an umpire sitting up here that could expedite this process. Instead of them guys having to leave the field, they would just go down and tell the guys on the field, hey, safe or out.
And the runner is safe. And now here comes the Baylor coach once again out of the dugout.
Yeah, it wasn't even very close.
And again, he's the third base umpire, pretty emphatic there. Chris Kowski was like, we looked at it. Get back in your dugout. Well, a little testy around here. A run in, 2 outs. Ian Doherty at second base. Ian runs pretty well. Jason Jones, the batter. Jason's due. Right on right. The pitch had a rip. Looking for a fastball, though. It got the curveball at 79, swinging and missing. The count on 1. Jones is struck out and flying to right. The pitch in the dirt. Bounced away from the catcher, but not far. Doherty hangs on there at second base. The Baylor lead down to a single run. Again, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Potential tying run at second base for the Pokes. The pitch. And pop foul. Just down below us to the right. Off the bat of Jason Jones. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jones hitting at .224 on the season. Transferred from Arkansas. This hasn't had the year he or the coaches anticipated. The pitch. It's too low. Triple Ducks on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Everybody ready to pitch. Swung on and bounced foul down the third base side. So we'll try it again. 2-2 to Jason Jones with 2 outs. Get a runner at second base. The pitch. Ground ball to third. Picked up. Throw to first. Throws it wide. Throws it away. Runner around third. He will score. Down to second base goes Jones. Had all day, and Reebok just sailed it wide to the right field side. The Cowboys get a huge break. We're tied at 3.
Yeah, I think Ian kind of freaked him out a little bit because Ian just ran, and I think he saw him coming and say, hey, should I just tag him or make the throw? He got caught in between and made the throw and wide to the first base bag.
So the Cowboys gave away a couple early. Bears return the favor here. And Jason Jones did to put the ball in play, and Pearson Reebok, a horrible throw. So the Cowboys get a run. Jones is at second. Here's Colin Ritchie. It's 3-3. He drives this one to right field, headed toward the corner. Apodaca on his horse, but runs out of room, and that ball's into the bleachers down that way. Ritchie's homered, flied to center in 2 trips in this one. First Baylor error. Here's costly. Just like the Cowboy error earlier. Swung out and fell back by Ritchie. Scoreboard took a rip. 92-mile-an-hour fastball and fouled it back. The count on 2. Jason Jones at second base. 2 runs in, 2 outs in the inning. The pitch. Down. Wound up in the dirt. Smothered there by Castle. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lucas Davenport The pitch. Swing and a miss. Swung over the top of that breaking ball, that slider. Little back foot slider. Ritchie strikes out. That'll retire the side. But Cowboys make some noise here in the 6th inning. Got a little help for the Bears as they put up 2 runs in the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 big throwing error with 2 outs. 1 man left on the bases. 6 innings in the books in Arlington. We go to the 7th, and we're all tied up here. It's 3-3. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
Hey, so what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older-adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
In the books in Arlington, Texas, at Globe Life Field, the home of the Phillips 66 Big 12 Baseball Championship for 2025. And your 6-inning total is first off with the visiting Bears out of Waco, Texas. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 5 men left on the bases for the home team, the Cowboys out of Stillwater, Oklahoma. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on the bases. So we're all back even through 6. It's 3-3. Mario Pesca back out on the mound. The pitch swung on and fouled off. Third base side off the bat of Cortland Castle, the catcher. He's walked and scored, and he has struck out. Bats in the 9 hole. Cortland Castle, the catcher. Right on right to pitch. And a call strike. Breaking ball, caught the inner half. The inside corner anyway, the count on 2. Castle out of Woodway, Texas, 5'11", 200-pound senior. 275 hitter on the year. Swings there, lines drive, base hit into center field. Right back up the middle. I mean, that liner right over the top of that second base bag. Castle is on the 9 hole with the base hit. That breaks up a run of 5 in a row set down by Pesca. Brings up the top of the order, Enzo Apodaca. Apodaca has scored 2 of the 3 Baylor runs. He was fly to right, reached on the fielder's short, scored the 3rd, doubled and scored in the 5th. Left-handed hitter ready. Throw over to first, the runner back. Apodaca is a .291 hitter on the season. The pitch. Popped up foul, left side. That'll get out of play. Apodaca's out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Originally went to Gonzaga. He's 5'9", about 195 pounds, a redshirt senior. Right fielder Enzo Apodaca ready. Runner at first, throw to first, down the runner back. We started late, so the game just about 2 hours old right now. The pitch. Call strike. 87 miles an hour. The count moves 0-2. Top of the 7th. And a 3-3 standoff at the moment. Throw to first. The runner back.
You can't miss over the plate here to this guy. You missed 0-2 over the plate with a breaking ball, and you paid the price for it. So got to be good here at Apodaca.
Pesca with a stretch. The pitch. Ground ball is short. That could be too big. Hop to second for one. Smith. Back to first. Dugout, but too late. Shot to the right of Ortiz. He got a big hop. He went to second for the force out on Castle. But Smith's relay back to first. Throw that low. Brigham and dug it out, but not in time for the double play. So one out, of runner at first. Apodaca will reach on the fielder's choice. Get Castle out. 6-4 on the force play. Travis Sanders the batter. Second baseman, right-handed hitter, 1 for 3 on the afternoon and evening. Go to first, the runner back. Apodaca now at first base, but he is a big-time threat to take off. Where Castle, not so much. They got more speed at first now with one out. The pitch. And a cold strike. The ball's a strike. Sanders out of Copperas Cove, Texas. Originally went to Texas Tech. Go to first, the runner back. Tech saw its season come to an end earlier this afternoon. The pitch. That's outside.
Yeah, back-to-back really tough years for the Red Raiders. Didn't make the NCAA tournament last year. And played a very challenging schedule. At one point late, they had the number one strength of schedule in the country, and yeah, had a losing season though.
Throw to first and the runner back. Well, they went up 20-33 on the season. That's being perennial NCAA participants for most of, well, all of Tim Tadlock's career. There's a drive to right field. Schubert going back, now pulls up, makes the catch, drifting toward that right field corner. Sanders hit a line drive, but Nolan Schubert able to run it down for out number 2.
Yeah, Punster ticket to Omaha, 4 times?
Right.
4 out of 6 years or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy to see them playing the way they have the last couple of years.
2 outs, a runner at first for Tyreek Kemp. Kemp's popped to third, grounded out, but that drove in a run in the third inning. His ground ball is short. He also drove in a run in the 5th inning with a sac fly to right field. Left-handed hitter. Again with a runner at first and 2 outs. Throw to first and a runner back. See if Apodaca might take off. Force the issue. Not a frequent runner, but he is the leadoff man. The pitch. And that's too low.
It'd be a good spot for them to run, like you said. 2 outs, get him in scoring position with maybe their best player in Kemp at the plate. So.
And he, of course, the last time threw a ball into center field on a stolen base. So. There's a drive into center field and shallow. Ortiz is out. Here comes Colin Ritchie, but handling that thing in shallow center, the shortstop Avery Ortiz makes the catch. Kind of get a feel that maybe the momentum has turned a bit here. Top of the 7th for the Bears. No runs on a hit, no errors. One man left. We will head to the bottom of 7 as it is stretch time at the old ball yard in Arlington, Texas. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We're all tied up. It's 3-3. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
Dr. Alex Detweiler at Ortho Oklahoma and Stillwater Medical is here to help manage and treat your chronic spine pain with a full range of treatments. After a thorough consultation, Dr. Detweiler helps you choose the best approach from surgical and the latest non-surgical options. For information about our nationally recognized orthopedic care or to schedule an appointment, visit orthook.com. Ortho Oklahoma. We've got your back.
Anytime is a good time to have a howling good time at Stone Wolf Casino. Located at exit 37 off the Cimarron Turnpike between Tulsa and Stillwater. Catch a game on the big screen inside the Wolf Sports Grill while you enjoy some great food and cold beverages. Plus, join the Players Club for your chance to win prizes in their weekly promotions. In a hurry? No problem. Grab some pizza at Mazzio's Go. While you are there, fill up your tank at the Travel Plaza. For food, fuel, and fun, stop by the Stone Wolf Casino.
Well, we're tied up at 3-3. Bottom of the 7th inning. Been a difficult day for the offenses, at least in this game. Both teams have made a critical error that has allowed runs to score. Both pitching staffs have been a little stingy other than that. And it's 3-3. Bottom of the 7th inning. The Cowboys back to the bats. The bottom third of the batting order due up. Avery Ortiz starts it. And the Cowboys shortstop takes it up and in for a ball from Lucas Davenport. Davenport working in relief of Ethan Calder, who gave the Cowboys almost nothing. Pitch missed inside. He gave up the 2-out home run to Ritchie. Other than that, he had cruised through the 5th inning. He just had a 3-up, 3-down inning, about, I don't even know, 70 pitches or whatever he was in. Took him out. There's a drive foul down the left side and out of play, and Davenport came on in the 6th. Single. Deep fly ball, got runners to second and third, then a sac fly got a run home, and then a throwing error allowed another run to score. Just like the Cowboys again earlier in this one. Threw away a ball that allowed a couple of runs to score in the 3rd inning. Pitch. Ground ball. Third baseman can't get it deep in the hole. The shortstop has no play. Reebok to his left. Couldn't reach it. Tyree Kemp far to his right. Ortiz, again, maybe still not exactly 100%. Got down the line, though, in good shape. Kemp jumped up. Don't know if he had a good handle on the ball or not, but really no play to make at that point. So Ortiz has the infield hit as he represents the go-ahead run at first base, and now the Cowboys will pinch run for him. So again, still kind of playing with kid gloves. Drew Culverson will be the runner at first. He'll take over at shortstop also. But Ortiz gets it started. Showing bunt. Taking the pitch down and off the plate is Alex Conover. Conover, the sophomore, out of Tuttle, Oklahoma. Transferred in from Cali County Junior College. 0 for 2 today is the Cowboy left fielder. And now that's going to bring a visit to the mound.
So, yeah, they brought Craig up in the 6th inning, started getting him throwing a little bit. Now they're really heating him up, so maybe leave Davenport on for this bunt situation possibly, and then maybe go to the closer or not. But It goes back to what you just said, though. Calder was rolling.
Right.
The pitch count was in great shape, and I don't know if his story tells you that the fourth time through the lineup for him is where he really runs into a wall. But I think I had to give him the opportunity to disprove that theory, because Cowboys didn't really. I mean, Nolan hit a couple balls hard. Richie hit the mistake home run with the slider over the plate, but other than that, he was about in the rocking chair as you could be, as you said. And that's probably been the biggest break in the game, right? Besides the bad throw by third.
Well, a runner at first. Nobody out for out as Conover. A 3-3 ball game. Bottom of 7. We'll see if Conover's going to try to move that potential go-ahead run down to second base. Again, that's Culbertson now, the pinch runner. That ball is bunted foul. Conover is trying to bunt it, but topped it foul right there at the plate. The count 1-1. Davenport, the pitch on the outer edge. He calls strike at the count 1-2. No indication there. Throw to first, the runner back. A little high there is Culbertson. Drove back in there safely. The count 1-2 strikes to Alex Conover. Brock Thompson waiting on deck. The pitch. Did he go? They said he did. Heard his body went around, not so much the bat, but the appeal down to the third base umpire, Chris Koski, and he said, yeah. He strikes out on the check swing. A big out for Davenport. But still 2 more hanging out there as Brock Thompson will be the batter. Brock is struck out and grounded to short. Left-handed hitter with a runner at first. The pitch. And a cold strike. Brock on the season hitting at .223. Cowboy freshman. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got that breaking ball. Wound up down the strike zone. The strike zone swung over the top. The count 0-2. Davenport ready. Another throw to first. The runner back.
We get Culbertson on the move here in the next couple of pitches, Rex. Obviously, negative count situation. You figure a breaking ball is going to show up at some point again. So see if you can try to get him in scoring position.
Pitch. Low and away. 1-2 strikes. Brock Thompson again out of Bakersfield, California. True freshman for the Cowboys. The pitch. Didn't go that time. Again, lifts that bat on his shoulder. His body swung around a bit, but levels the count at 2-2. Freshman Brock Thompson. The runner at first, 1 out. The pitch. A little wide. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The top of the order, Braden Smith waits on deck.
You on the move here, Rex?
I think I am. There he goes. So it fell back. Just got a piece of it, or did he?
Wow.
They're going to call him out. Now the third base umpire down the line. He swung. He acted like he got a piece of it. Then he started running down the first base line. As he looked back, the ball went to the backstop. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, Doug never made a call until he turned around and said, "Hey, I fouled that off." And Doug pointed and said, "No, you didn't. He just missed the ball." But he immediately stopped. Let's see, Rex. Brock immediately just held his. Oh no, he missed that big time. Good call by Doug Williams.
Well, he didn't run.
Yeah,
he swung and missed instead of taking off because he might have made it. Well, of course, first base is occupied at that point, I guess, right?
Yes, sir.
Technically, even though the runner's on the move, swing and a miss, even though the ball got away. First base is technically occupied, and you cannot run in that scenario. So they're talking it over. Confusing situation.
Yeah, credit Doug. Oh, wow. Boy, unless I missed something, Rex, he looked like he missed it
that's what I thought.
By a foot. Thompson probably ought to have him review that one.
And now Mitch Thompson, the head coach of the Bears, is out. He's going to say, hey, man, he missed that pitch. So what that would mean is 2 outs and a runner at second, if that's the case. But the coach, I'm sure, everybody's watching just while we're watching. And,
see, I don't know. Can you review that, though? Can you review the foul ball there? I don't know if you can, Rex. That's like one of the few things I don't think you can review.
Chris Koski down the line, and I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, wow. Man, oh, man.
Cowboys get a break. Simple as that. As Thompson's still at the plate, the runner goes back to first.
Man,
but still, that would have been the second with the runner at second base. Had he gone the other way, but it's unreviewable.
I mean, the mechanics of the play made it look like he fouled it off, but boy, he did not. Doug Williams right there. Johnny on the spot. Cowboys catch a big-time break there.
3 balls, 2 strikes. There goes the runner. That was swung on and fouled up and over the left side of the plate. Again, the runner at first base. Drew Culbertson on the move. Brock Thompson got additional life. Can he do something with it? The pitch. Runner going. There's a drive down the left side. That's slicing foul. And that'll get out of play.
If you're Drew here, don't go to sleep or don't try to go on. Make sure he goes to the plate here. Kind of surprised they didn't pick right there. Try to catch him leaving early.
Top of the order, Braden Smith again waiting on deck. It's a 3-3 ball game. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Lucas Davenport, the right-hander, ready. There goes the runner again, and pitches wide. The throw to second base is right in time for the out. Oh, excuse me, that's ball 4. I'm adding to the confusion. I thought that might be a strike, but it was not. So down to second base goes Culbertson, as that's ball 4 to Brock Thompson. Close pitch. It's only the second walk the Cowboys have picked up in this one. The Cowboys have runners at first and second with 1 out. Braden Smith coming to the plate, and now here comes the head coach of the Bears, Mitch Thompson, making his way back to the mound and getting their dude. They brought him in a tie game in Waco, and it worked out. That Sunday game against the Cowboys. Brought him in the 6th inning with 2 outs and the bases loaded. And they're going to call for a new pitcher here. Runners at first and second and 1 out. And Thompson.
What a bad break for the Bears.
Is at first base. And Culbertson at second. They could both run. And Mitch Thompson surely is a little peeled by everything that's going on at this point. But that will be Gabe Craig, summoned out of the bullpen, the outstanding All Big 12 closer. We got a break in the action. Another poetry pitching change. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to Oklahoma State Baseball.
Wilson GMC continues to be a proud partner of Oklahoma State Athletics. As a family-owned business, Wilson GMC has been serving the community for years with affordable vehicles to families across Oklahoma. With an extensive inventory to choose from, our friendly team at Wilson GMC is sure to help you find the perfect one. We make the buying process simple by having your vehicle delivered right to your driveway. Visit us online at wilsongmc.com or stop in and come see us in Stillwater. We are professional grade at Wilson GMC. Good people helping good people.
Anytime is a good time to have a howling good time at Stone Wolf Casino. Located at exit 37 off the Cimarron Turnpike between Tulsa and Stillwater. Catch a game on the big screen inside the Wolf Sports Grill while you enjoy some great food and cold beverages. Plus, join the Players Club for your chance to win prizes in their weekly promotions. In a hurry? No problem. Grab some pizza at Mazzio's Go. While you are there, fill up your tank at the Travel Plaza. For food, fuel, and fun, stop by the Stone Wolf Casino.
Well, to get another Poetry pitching change at the old ball yard. Get in the game with Poetry Finance. Download the Poetry app today as the Baylor Bears will take Lucas Davenport out of the game here in the 7th inning. A 3-3 ball game. And the Cowboys with runners at first and second and one out as Davenport leaves and the new pitcher comes on. The right-hander, Gabe Craig.
Breck's numbers this year on Craig. It's his 24th appearance. He's 3-0 with a .59 ERA. 30 in the third inning pitch, allowed 13 hits, 3 runs. 2 of those 3 runs have been earned. 3 walks and 47 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting 131 off Gabe Craig. Craig's a 2-pitch guy. Fastball slider, velocity 93 to 97, and not identical, but pretty similar to the situation we saw in Waco.
Yeah, that was 6th inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and Braden Smith came up with a hit to drive in 2 runs, and then Craig retired everybody the rest of the way and wound up with a win as his team rallied for 2 runs in the 8th and 1 in the 10th. And here's Braden Smith again, squaring off against Gabe Craig with Cowboy runners at first and second, and 1 out. Braden had a single his last time up. 1 for 3 today. Left-handed hitter. The pitch. And on the outer edge, a call strike at 94 miles an hour. Craig's a big man, 6'5", 210 pounds. Out of Tyler, Texas, via Tyler Junior College. A redshirt senior. The pitch. Came inside with that slider. Running down and in against the left-handed hitter. Quickly, it's 0-2 to Braden Smith. Ian Doherty waiting on deck. Speed on the bases for the Cowboys. Culbertson at second, Thompson at first. There's Smith taking it down and in. Braden Smith, the junior. Second baseman, leadoff man. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Rolls it down the first base side. You'll see another one on 1 and 2. 3-3 is our score. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Oklahoma State and Baylor. Craig. The pitch. And he went around. Pitch was up, but he had already started that bat. Could not stop it. Smith strikes out for out number 2. So runners at first and second with 2 outs now for Ian Doherty. He had singled his last time up. He's also lined to right. Hit the ball well a couple of times today. Right on right. 2 on, 2 outs. The pitch. That sails up and down the strike zone. Hit Drew Culbertson. Pitch runner at second base. Brock Thompson, the runner at first. There's the pitch. Swung and fouled back off the bat of Ian Doherty. The count levels at 1-1 to the Cowboys senior catcher.
Yeah, easier said than done with Craig and running up there to 97, but got to be on time to the fastball. You don't want to sit around, especially as a right-hand hitter, waiting on that nasty slider.
Right on right to pitch. Just missed inside. Oh, he called it a strike. I'm sorry.
Doug changes his strike call. Sometimes he goes here and then sneaks one out in front of his chest.
Called it a strike. 1-2. The runner's going. Swung on ground ball to shortstop. And it goes right under his glove. Cowboys will score one. The throw comes in for the left fielder, Jordan, but the ground ball had Kemp, and it went right under his mitt.
Yeah, rhythm play right there. Ball right to him. Tried to play through the ball and didn't get his glove down far enough. The ball stayed down and went right between his legs.
Another huge error. Errors have been big in this game for both teams. And again, coming in to score is Culbertson. Thompson winds up at third base. And the error on Kemp gives the Cowboys the lead 4-3. And here comes Nolan Schubert. Cowboys right fielder, left-handed hitter, runners at first and third. The pitch had a big rip, swing and a miss on the slide piece, the back foot slider from the right-hander, Gabe Craig.
What's the key to the whole deal, though, right? Put that thing in play with 2 outs, 2 strikes, take your chances. Make them handle the baseball. Sometimes it works out.
The pitch, swing and a miss again, right back with that cutter, slider, whatever it is, running down and in toward the left-handed hitter. And Schubert's swinging over the top of him, and he's in a hole 0-2. Charge that run to Davenport. He deserved a better fate. That's the second unearned run off of him. The pitch. Schubert just got a piece of that one and fouled it off. Came back with another slider. Colin Brigham on deck. A run in, 2 outs. Runners at first and third. Second baseman playing a shallow right field. Everyone swung out and fouled left side into the bleachers down that way. We'll try it again on 0-2. With the junior Nolan Schubert. Gabe Craig, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That'll retire to side, but a routine ground ball to the shortstop that winds up going under the glove. Winds up allowing the Cowboys to play another unearned run. 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 big error, a walk, and 2 men left on the bases. So we move to the top of the 8th inning. The Cowboys now leading this one 4-3. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has connected students and businesses with career training opportunities.
We help students explore their passions, and we help adults learn new skills for new careers.
We work directly with Oklahoma businesses to make sure you get the skills employers need.
Employers today care more about skills. That's why we offer training in school districts and technology centers statewide.
More Oklahomans value workforce education than ever before.
Oklahoma Career Tech,
a workforce solution.
What's up, baseball fans? Enjoying the game should be easy. Don't overthink it. What to wear? Done. Just toss on your lucky jersey. Don't know what to serve your friends? Easy. Pick up some burgers for the grill and grab some Bud Light for your pregame tailgate. See? It's that easy. Just like Bud Light, which is always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean, crisp taste. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, the Cowboys lead it 4-3. Been a game with very little rhythm. Kind of an ugly afternoon for both teams. Little flat errors. Not well played. But a close game. The Cowboys leading 4-3 as we go to the top of the 8th. And Mario Pesca back out on the mound, ready to go to work here. He'll be facing Wesley Jordan. Right-handed hitting cleanup hitter for the Baylor Bears. He'll take ball one right on right. Jordan's 1 for 3 in the ballgame. The pitch. Up and in, ball 2. We owe you an ID. We'll work that in here in a moment. Rexo, the Chief, Matt Davis with you. I'm with Bobby Blackburn, and he is our studio producer and engineer at the Learfield Studios. Swung on, rolls foul. It's paused right now. 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Cowboy Baseball Network. Jordan followed by Pearson Reebok and Hunter Simmons. Right on right. Pesca in the wind. The pitch. There's a fly ball to left center field. Drifting in is Colin Ritchie. He's under it. He'll make the catch. High lazy fly ball to shallow center field is out number 1. Off the bat of Wesley Jordan brings up Pearson Reebok. Reebok had a big error back in the 6th inning. 2 outs. Ground ball to him, and he threw it away to allow the Cowboys to pick up a tying run. And then on a routine ground ball to short, went right into the glove of the Bears shortstop Tyree Kemp to allow the Cowboys to take the lead. There's a call, strike 1 to Reebok. He's 0 for 3 with the bat. Freshman third baseman, left-handed hitter, has struck out twice and grounded to third. The 0-1. Ground ball to second. Smith gobbles it up. Flips to first, 2 gone. All in sharply.
Yeah, as you said, not the way Abner Doubleday drew this game up, but through it all, Rex, we found a way to have a lead here, right?
And 2 outs in the 8th inning. And Hunter Simmons will be the batter. He's doubled, he's struck out, grounded to short. Yeah, winning ugly is much better than losing and playing really pretty.
Yeah, played really good, but man, we lost. Yeah, no consolation in that.
Rather win ugly than lose pretty. Most people would. Pitch is outside for the ball. It's got to have been a battle of attrition here, though. Both teams having some issues. The pitch. Just got a piece of that one, and it got a piece of Ian Doherty. Man, that foul tip caught him on the leg, and he's trying to walk it off.
Well, whether you're hungry or needing a beverage, be sure to stop by our preferred concession partners to find Bud Light, Smokin' Joe's, Beatbox, Curdy Shack, Kona Ice, Pepsi, Iron Monk, Chick-fil-A, and Monaco, and the concession areas at OSU Sporting Events.
He's still trying to walk it off, man. Foul tip caught him. Looked like right on that right thigh. Cowboy trainer pops out of the dugout, but Ian says, head back. He's flexing that left leg and caught that thing. Get all that gear, but the baseball always finds that part that's not protected somehow. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch. And just a little bit up. 2 balls and a strike to Hunter Simmons. Designated hitter. Again, he's doubled. He's struck out, and he's grounded to short. Again, right on right. Pesca. Or swung on. There's a drive to left field and a base hit. Picked up by Conover. Gets it back in. That's a line single. Simmons' second hit of the day. That's a second hit off Mario Pesca, the 7th hit for the Baylor Bears. And it brings up the new first baseman. I don't know if they even mentioned that Little had taken over at first base, but he did, and he's now going to swing the bat here for the first time this evening. Right on right. Jack Little. Right-handed hitter. Little hitting just .221 on the season. Right on right, runner at first, 2 outs, the pitch. And a cold strike. Fastball under the letters, 87 miles an hour. Pesca 6'8", 275. Now the Bronx in New York. Runner at first, 2 outs. Throw over to first and the runner back. The pitch. Missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pesca ready. Another throw to first and a runner back. Ortiz again got pinch ran for. I guess I should mention that. Of course, I mentioned it when it happened that Culbertson would take over, and he did at shortstop. He's out there right now. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yeah. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Little. Right shirt sophomore, swing and a miss. He struck him out and retired the side.
Come back with that secondary stuff. Breaking ball, had him pulling off it, swinging through it.
Strikeout for Pesca. His second strikeout of the ball game here in the top of the 8th for the Baylor Bears. No runs, they hit, no errors, 1 man left. They go to the bottom of the 8th. Cowboys nursing a 1-run lead. It's 4-3. This is Cowboy baseball from Learfield.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost. I had snapped. I had a gun and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still a life to live for the better of myself, my family. My weapon is now safely put away.
A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the 8th inning coming at you from Arlington, Texas at Globe Life Field. Rex Holt and the Chief Matt Davis, your Cowboy baseball reporters. This is day 1 of the Phillips 66 Big 12 Baseball Championship. Game 3 of day 1. And the Cowboys looking for just a little insurance here as they lead 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Folks will send up Colin Brigham and Jason Jones. And Colin Ritchie faced the right-hander Gabe Craig. Brigham is 0 for 1. Left-handed hitter takes a strike. Brigham popped to the third baseman in foul ground in the second. He walked in the fourth. Then had a sac fly to play a run back in the sixth inning. The pitch. Big left-handed hitter swing and a miss on that nasty cutter and slider that you get from Gabe Craig. Craig deserves a better situation, but that error allowed the go-ahead run to score. It was not charged to him, but it's on the board. Cowboys lead 4-3. Couple of unearned runs here in the sixth and seventh inning, and put them on the top. Swung out. There's a drive down the right side, foul, and into the bleachers down that way off the bat of Colin Brigham. Again, he'll be followed by Jason Jones and Colin Ritchie. First two games today, Brigham Young upset the number 5 seed Arizona State, which lost its last 4. 3 of those in Stillwater and 1 today. BYU won 2-0. As that pitch just missed, a little low to count. 2-2 to Colin Brigham. Second game today was Cincinnati, the 8 seed, beating the 9 seed Texas Tech. 6-5 was the final. The pitch. Calls strike 3. Brigham called looking. Third strikeout for Craig. And it brings up Jason Jones. Jones is 0 for 3. The Cowboy designated hitter. He is struck out, fly to right. He hit the ground ball to third in the sixth inning. Was to Ken. Third baseman Reebok came up with it, had all day, and then threw it away, which allowed a run to score. The pitch. There's a drive down the right side, slicing foul, and into the bleachers down that way. Off the bat of Jason Jones, the Cowboys' designated hitter. And Jones hitting at .223 on the year. Right on right. The pitch. Up and in. 94 miles an hour. Gabe Craig. Redshirt senior out of Tyler, Texas. 6'5", 210. And all Big 12 closer. The pitch. Bouncing ball at the shortstop. Big hop for Kemp. Over to first. 2 gone. Two outs for Colin Ritchie. We're in the bottom of the 8th. 2 outs and the bases clear. The Cowboys leading 4-3. If you're wondering, the Baylor Bears in the 9th inning will have the 8, 9, and 1-hole hitters due up. Not sure what the Cowboys will do, but Mario Pesca's been on since the 5th inning. He's pitched well. Colin Ritchie homered his first time up today. And since then, he's flied to center and struck out. Check swing on the first pitch there. Call strike. The pitch. And another call strike to Colin Ritchie, and a hold 0-2. Get 2 outs and the bases are clear. Gabe Craig, the pitch. Ripped foul and ripped into those bleachers down the right side. Very sparse turnout today. See a little orange down to our left, a little green down to the right. The 0-2. Up and out of the strike zone. At 93 miles an hour, the count goes to 1-2. To the sophomore, Colin Ritchie. Craig Reddy, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll retire the side. Craig struck out 4. And again, a couple of ground balls to short, but one of those misplayed. Other than that, he rolled through the Cowboys. 3 up, 3 down there in the bottom of the 8th inning. We head to the top of the 9th. Last call for the Bears. The Cowboys have the lead 4-3. This is Cowboy Baseball from Learfield.
At Charlie's Discount Drug, we believe insurance companies shouldn't be able to tell you where to get your medications. We have worked with many of our customers with TRICARE, Medicare, and other plans to allow them to stay with us. Remember, you have the right to choose your pharmacy. And when you do, choose the people you know at Charlie's Discount Drug, locally owned and operated since 1979.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
We, the hungry of this burger-loving nation, deserve the Sonic Smasher. Always made to order and hand-smashed into greatness. America, today we smash free. One nation under melty cheese with liberty and a truckload of sauce for all. Meet our Smashinal Burger.
The Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic. See menu for details.
We head to the top of the 9th inning. And the Cowboys leading 4-3 over the Baylor Bears. 3 more outs remaining to send the Cowboys to day 2. And a matchup with the Kansas Jayhawks tomorrow afternoon at 4. But 3 big outs hanging out there. The Cowboys go to the bullpen. Bring on the 6'9" right-hander, Gabe Davis.
Correction numbers are here on Gabe. It's his 13th appearance. He's 0-2 with a 5.57 ERA. Does have 2 saves on the year. 21 innings pitched, allowed 24 hits, 16 runs. 13 of those 16 runs have been earned. 12 walks and 25 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting 276 of Gabe Davis. Davis is a 3-pitch guy. Fastball, slider, change. Bossy 93-97.
And kudos to Mario Pesca. 3 2/3 innings of no runs, 2 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. In fact, the Cowboy pitching staff giving up 1 earned run all day. Between Youngerman and Pesca, there's a ball bunted, but bunted foul off the bat of Ty Johnson. Johnson, the center fielder, the 8-hole hitter, trying to lay one down to start this top of the 9th inning and bunts it foul. Ian Doherty doing the catching for Gabe Davis. The Cowboy Junior out of Choctaw. The pitch. Swung out and just got a piece of that one, fouled it off of his instep. The count 0-2. That one at 95 miles an hour. Gabe again, 6'9", 235 pounds, a junior. And he can bring it in a hurry to home plate. Left-handed hitter ready to pitch. Fouled up and over the left side into the bleachers down that way. I say a bit kind of a uneven kind of an affair today between these two teams. But the pitch. Swung and fouled off. Johnson got a piece, stays alive. Johnson's 1 for 3. He popped out in shallow center to Avery Ortiz early. He struck out. He singled his last time up. Singled right back up the middle over that second base bag. He's ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 gone.
Boy, came back with that good changeup. Guys gearing up to hit 95 and pull the string.
That is 8 strikeouts for the Cowboys. The first for Big Gabe Davis. Brings up the veteran catcher, Cortland Castle. Castle bats in that 9-hole. The 4th-year senior out of Woodway, Texas. The pitch, right on right, ground ball to second. Smith up with it. Flips to first. Hit it sharply, but right at Braden Smith. It was positioned perfectly. Well, that's right, they hit ground ball. So 2 outs now. The Bears down to their last out. Enzo Apodaca will be the batter. Apodaca is 1 for 4, but he has scored 2 runs. Gabe Davis looking for one more out. The pitch. Off drop third base side. It looks like they'll get into the bleachers now. Down 1, that was 96 miles an hour for Gabe Davis.